It's Saturday, it's game day. DrDelay is live, press play. Tailgates burn, the crowd's awake. DrDelay stream, no fake or break. Pads are popping, bands collide. College ball, we ride or die. Marching horns in the crowd explodes. We're rolling through these college roads. Saturday stadium sound. DrDelay is live, the fans get loud. From Tuscaloosa to LA, it's college chaos, the delay way. Mascots dance, the lights go wild. OT drama every mile. Chat's alive, we're losing our minds. Every upset, one of a kind. Marching horns in the crowd explodes. We're rolling through these college roads. Saturday stadium sound. DrDelay is live, the fans get loud. From the swamp to Notre Dame, we're all here for the love of the game. Rivalries heat up the air. Delay's voice is everywhere. Saturday stadium sound. DrDelay is live, the fans get loud. From the Red River shootout to the backyard brawl, DrDelay is always a draw. Saturday stadium sound. DrDelay is live, the fans get loud. From Tuscaloosa to LA, it's college chaos, the delay way. The delay way. The delay way.
What's up, guys? How's it going? We've got some midweek MACtion for you as the Buffalo Bulls, not the Buffalo Bills, the Buffalo Bulls take on the Central Michigan Chippewas in a 5-4. Everyone's pretty much 5-4, I guess. I don't know. That's pretty much been the MAC. Everyone's just beating up on each other. As a lot of 5-4 teams, some 6-4, of course. If you play 10 games, we'll look at it more specifically. But yeah, no, we'll see. This is actually going to have some consequences for the people at the top of the MAC. Again, a lot of it everyone's just kind of beating up on each other. As you can see, again, Western Michigan leading 5-1. They're 5-1 of their conference. We have some 4-1 teams, Buffalo and Miami of Ohio. And then you have Ohio 4-2 and a lot of 3-2 there. Central Michigan, Toledo, and Ball State. Kent State, they're 3-3. Akron 3-4. Safe to say that the 3-3, if you have 3 losses, you're pretty much done. If you have 2 losses, you're still in it, still very much alive for the MAC championship. Of course, Buffalo again trying to keep themselves with just 1 loss, so that is going to come into play very, very soon. But yeah, as I said again, 6-4, 5-4, 5-4, 6-4, 5-4, 5-4. Everyone's just chilling with 4 losses, so unfortunate for the MAC then, most likely, unless something crazy happens. But none of those teams are going to go to the college football playoff. But, I guess you never know. But very unlikely. Best case scenario, the winner of the conference will be 8-4 with only 1 loss after the conference championship. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Nate, how's it going? Time for some midweek MACtion. Oh, yeah. Go Toledo. Nate pulling for Toledo. Toledo 3-2 in conference, 5-4 overall. Again, they had a nice win in the bowl game last year against Pitt. That really, really was just the final. Oh my gosh, that was rough for Pitt fans. Liam, how's it going? Good to see you. Appreciate you for stopping on by. Hopefully we have a good game tonight. Hopefully we have a good turnout for this one. I know there's some one. I know there's another streamer, Jaguar Gator. He's doing this one. But, of course, again, there's some other college football games happening tonight. I think might just be, 2 more. Northern Illinois and Massachusetts, and then Toledo and Miami of Ohio. So that's going to be a big game as well. So some big games for the MAC tonight. Maybe not so much for Northern Illinois, but for the other 2. So that should be kind of, again, everyone just wants to beat each other up in the MAC. So to make things interesting for the absolute chaos one, you want Central Michigan to win and then Toledo to win. And then, of course, you need Western Michigan and, you would need Western Michigan to lose as well. But for now, though, that's where we're at. I believe the favorite is Buffalo. No, it's Central Michigan. Central Michigan is the 2.5-point favorite. Pretty much that's the standard home field spread. So expect a close one, and that's what we're going to be hoping for tonight. Buffalo and Central Michigan coming up very, very soon. Watching you for the beginning of the game, then going to the game. Nice, Jeffrey. Appreciate it. Yeah, it should be pretty fun. Pretty fun. I have can't stand lesser Miami. This guy, Nate. Oh man, I bet. Yeah, there's some rivalry, of course, with the MAC. A lot of these teams in Ohio, some in Michigan. So pretty much all in that region. Pretty neat. I like the rivalry there. But yeah, ready to go. This will be in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. And I have covered these two teams before once on the channel. I don't recall who won of those matchups, but I do recall covering Central Michigan. I'm assuming they beat Bowling Green. And then Buffalo, it's been a while. It has been a good bit. I'd have to scroll really far back. Buffalo and Kent State. I honestly think Buffalo won. That was a close one, if I recall. But yeah, we're just ready to go. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Feel free again to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. So, don't be a stranger. I'm not a MAC team fan. I'm a Cincinnati fan, but we really hate Miami. Interesting. So, Cincinnati and Miami of Ohio. A little bit of a rivalry there. Did you watch the Kent State game last night? I did not. What was I doing yesterday? No, I think I disconnected from reality yesterday. Well, reality is in the internet. I really didn't do much yesterday, and it was kind of a nice change of pace. But yeah, we're ready to get this underway. I actually don't even know who won last night. That's on me. I should definitely know that. Kent State over Akron. Wow, 42-35. Sounds like it would have been a great game to watch. And then Western Michigan over Ohio, 17-13 last night. Man, the MACtion, man, it's fun. It really is fun. Of course, they're highlighting these two teams here. Buffalo, again, a win keeps them in front of the pack, whereas a loss will pretty much drop them back to where everyone else is, and it would leave Miami of Ohio and Western Michigan by themselves. But again, Miami of Ohio, they are playing tonight against Toledo. So again, we'll see what happens there. Central Michigan won 27-6 against Bowling Green. Yeah, no, that was a one-sided game. Bowling Green not very good at all. So I don't know. Hopefully Eddie George can get that thing figured out over there, because it is not looking very promising, to say the least. Over there in Bowling Green, great running back, maybe not the best coach in the world. But I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll see. All right, showing off Red Murdoch. He has 105 tackles this year. 6 forced fumbles, second most in FBS. Pretty solid player there for Buffalo. ESPN giving Central Michigan a 58% chance to win this one. So we'll keep it again. People are pretty much saying it's going to be a close game, and I'm hopeful for that. I'm hopeful for a good game. This should be a tight game, but I think CMU pulls away. Interesting. Yeah, I just hope it's a good game. I mean, hey, if it's 35-0, but the game is entertaining, I think all of us would be okay with that. But I don't know, it's pretty hard to keep it entertaining when it's 35-0. Doesn't build the suspense. Central Michigan coach Matt Drinkle, 5-4, seeking Central Michigan's first 6-win season since 2021. And then there's Pete Lembo over there on the Buffalo sideline, 14-8. This is his 200th career game as a head coach. That guy has been coaching for quite some time. Not going to lie, big fan of the Central Michigan uniforms. They look really good. They kind of look like the Redskins uniforms. Those gold pants, red jersey, red helmets. Buffalo looks like they are in their blue helmets, white jersey, and blue pants. And everyone's cold. It is football weather. It is November. Definitely excited for that. I'm ready for some more cold weather. Down here in Texas, we actually got some cold weather. It's got down in the 30s, so pretty happy about that, honestly. There's Labas, quarterback. One critique of the uniform is that it's matte. I don't like the matte. I don't like it. No, it has to be shiny. Shiny helmets, not matte. And Jeffrey, I can tell you that you'll have some plenty of seats to choose from. There are still people trickling into the stadium, so you should be okay. I don't know if it's like designated seating or whatnot, but yeah, no, you will have plenty of choices, to say the least. All right, Buffalo will be kicking off to Central Michigan as we're ready to begin this one. I think Mount Pleasant, I can't remember already. Fielded in the end zone. He's going to be at the 5, the 10, the 15, 20, and he's brought down around the 25-yard line. And that's where the Chippewas will begin their opening drive. And here comes Labas. And I remember he had a pretty decent game against Bowling Green. It's been a while. 71% completion, 1,000 passing yards on the year, 8 touchdowns, 2 picks. Leads the MAC in completion percentage. So that is, again, something to keep an eye out for. Not really the down-the-field thrower, but hey, you know. It is what it is. 1st and 10 here at the 26. In the shotgun, 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left, sending a man in motion. Labas drops back, looking, checks it down to the running back. Gets caught at the 25. He's at the 30 and is brought down around the 32-yard line for a gain of 6. That was Biggins with the catch, making it 2nd and 4 for the Chippewas. I would definitely be cold when I go. I bet so. Cincinnati versus Miami of Ohio, the oldest annual rivalry in the FBS. I did not know that. That's pretty cool. We beat Miami of Ohio 17 in the last 18 minutes. Well, yeah, I would expect so. Though Miami of Ohio, they are a very solid group of 5 team every single year. They seemingly are in contention for the MAC championship as Labas drops back, looking, fires over the middle. It is caught at the 36, dropped immediately, and he should have the first down. That was Davis with the catch, keeping the drive moving forward for the Chippewas. Heavy pressure is a good throw, a little bit high, but Davis was able to bring it down, no problem. So 1st and 10 for Central Michigan. By the way, Nate, you know, of course, I remember you from the Reds streams. How are you thinking about free agency for the Reds? What do you think is realistic? As free agency, I believe, just started. As it's 1st and 10, Labas drops back, but there is a penalty. Looks like it's a false start for the Chippewas. Now back them up 5. Unfortunately, we're ending the annual rivalry next season in Paul Brown Stadium. Man, why would you end it? That stinks. Man, I hate that. That's stupid. I hate when I didn't even know it was a rivalry, but hey, if it's a rivalry and it's been going on for years, why in the world would you not keep it going? It's really dumb. 1st and 15, ball at the 31. Labas in the shotgun. Low snap, Handawell drops back, fires. It's tipped, and it's still caught anyway at the 41. Davis with the diving catch. Gain of about 10 yards for the Chippewas. Nice little catch there. Good job by the Buffalo defender to get the hand up, tipping it in the air, but it seemingly didn't matter. It found the intended target anyway, as it'll be 2nd and 5 for Central Michigan. Again, I would give these uniforms I was going to say an A, but I would go 8 out of 10 for Central Michigan. Labas moving to his right, fires. It is intercepted. He's at the 40, the 35, the 30, 25, 20, still on his feet at the 15, 10, brought down at the 7. Just wouldn't go down. That is, I believe, Brown with the interception. No, it's not Brown. They're saying Martin. I thought it was number 7, not 47. Yeah, no, it is definitely not 47. I think it was Brown. Regardless, it's going to be first and goal for Buffalo after the pick. All I know is no salary cap. We have 5 World Series wins, but all in the 20th century, so it doesn't look too good against the other richer franchises. But with Tito, who knows? Yeah, no, you guys have a great manager. Definitely excited. Of course, I'm a football guy, but, I really did enjoy those baseball streams. First and goal at the 9 in the shotgun. As Buffalo's going to keep the quarterback, and he is dropped for a loss of 2. Not familiar with the quarterback. Taquan Robertson. It's been a while, so forgive me, but I will be sure to get the names as accurate as I can. Robertson, 60% completion, 1,700 yards on the year, 12 touchdowns and 8 picks. It's his 4th school in 7 seasons. 7 years. That is, soon that'll go away, but that is amazing. Robertson drops back looking, fires to the end zone. It is incomplete. Trying to one-hand it there on the sideline. Pass intended for McMillan. I do remember McMillan. Yes, McMillan. Not too shabby. I remember him from the other time I covered Buffalo. He was making some plays. If David Bell was still around, I'd have no hope. David Bell was not it. I did not like him, but that was more as a Pirate fan. But yeah, anyway, 3rd and goal at the 11 in the shotgun for Robertson. Robertson drops back, looking over the middle, fires to the end zone. It is incomplete. Intended for the big man, the tight end over the middle. Velez couldn't quite hang on to it. And despite getting brought down inside the 10, they're going to have to kick a field goal from outside the 10. Again, they picked it off the returner. Again, I think it was Brown, not whoever they said on here. Return it to the 9, as this is a 29-yard attempt for Buffalo. From the left hash, snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is good. 29-yard attempt is good for Buffalo. They lead 3-0 over Central Michigan with 11:41 left to go in the first quarter. They went for it. Did they really go for it, though, whenever they kicked the field goal? That's an interesting one there. Should have cut him after we still failed to make the postseason after Ellie's stellar rookie season. Well, yeah, that is tough. Again, it all worked out, though. You got Francona. What's up, DrDelay? How's it going, Orioles fan? Good to see you. Good to see you. We got some MACtion here on this Wednesday night. Feeling pretty refreshed. Took yesterday off, just disconnected from everything. But, hey, now we're good. Feel pretty good about this one. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the style that I have here, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. It is completely free to do so. I am usually here quite a bit throughout the week. I definitely cover stuff on the weekends, college football, and, of course, the NFL. Of course, college football, whenever they don't have a stream going here illegally on YouTube, that's where I come in. That's where I come in, folks. I cover games that don't really fall under that streaming umbrella. And, of course, for the NFL, hey, they do not allow that. So I'm definitely here again on Sundays as well. So, again, if you like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. And, again, it's not just a Steelers channel. I know you're probably thinking, oh, it's a Steelers fan. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I am a Steelers fan. Get wrecked. But I also, again, cover other games as well, not just Steelers games. Miami of Ohio failed their 4th down conversion. Oh, is that what Isaac was saying? I mean, that's what I would assume what Isaac was saying. And again, Isaac, if you are referring to the Buffalo Central Michigan game, just, no spoilers. There is that is a rule here. Break the rules? Well, we'll see you. That's what we'll be doing. We will see you later. This channel will grow with or without spoilers. Preferably without. And as always, again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. The chat is very important to the channel. So feel free to chat it up. Again, we're all football fans here for the most part. I'd imagine we are. But I guess sometimes you're not. And that's okay, even if you're not. I guess feel free to chat about whatever you like. I'll try to respond when I can. Spoil the game, kick the bricks. Yep. Nope, you're out of here. Pretty much. You'll get a warning, but I guess this is the warning now for Isaac. Don't want to pick on you, Isaac, but, I guess someone has to be the example here. As Buffalo's ready to kick things back off to Central Michigan. Again, they were looking like a decent-looking drive, and then the pick gave Buffalo 3 points, as that's going to be booted out of the end zone for a touchback. So 3-0 Buffalo, Central Michigan. Central Michigan with the ball at the 25. Hello, who do you think will win? It could go either way. The spread was Central Michigan 2.5. So I think it can go either way. Very excited for this one because it's rare when the games are actually close. I don't know when it comes to certain college football games, but I don't know. Buffalo's won 3 of the last 4 games. Looking to keep that going here tonight. 1st and 10 for Labas at the 25, sending a man in motion. Labas hands it off on the end around. He cuts inside, now bounces outside as he's brought down at the 29-yard line. That was Davis on the run. Gain of 4 for the Chippewas. I know nothing of these teams. I picked Central Michigan solely for home field advantage. Well, that was pretty much the spread. The spread was 2.5 for Central Michigan. So, no, I'd agree with you. But like I said, hey, it's MACtion on a Wednesday. Like, anything can happen based on how these games have went. Like, doesn't matter the spread. That goes out the window when they actually play the game. 2nd and 5, really good spot for Central Michigan. Ball at the 30 as Labas hands it off up the middle. He's doing a little shimmying and shammying as he moves up to about the 35 for a gain of 5. And that should be a brand new set of downs. They're comparing Khalil Murdoch to Khalil Mack. What a comparison that is. Received your driving permit 7 days ago. Nice. Nice, dude. Very nice. Remember when I got mine, and then I think it was about a year. Then I got my license. I can't remember how it works. It's a direct snap to the quarterback. He's going to take off. He's at the 40. Still brought down. He's still moving. Brought down at the 44. Gain of 9. Who is this? This was Marcus Beeman. I guess taking over for Labas on that play. Sounds reasonable for this case. Are you betting? I am not betting. I am just a broadcaster. That is my role. Just a lowly broadcaster. Thank you, Ronaldo, though, for checking in. Appreciate you, man. Again, chats are definitely welcome. Second time tuning in. How are you tonight? I'm doing okay. Hey, it's been a pretty all right day. Can't complain. I do need to work on some stuff behind the scenes as I want to get... Hold on, there's something happening here. Apparently, okay, there was an injured somebody. Buffalo Bull, I think. Somebody got injured. All right, well, I think they're fine now. They just walked off the field. But, yeah, I need to work on something behind the scenes here. But other than that, everything's good. Labas is under center. 2 fullbacks in the game. So quarterback, fullback, running back. And he hands it off to the running back. And he's got close to the line to gain as far as the first down. I don't know. That was an interesting formation. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That is a first down. First down, Chippewas. My last sports bet was a WNBA game. Yeah, I feel like those would be the games to bet on, like, for sure. Because, I guess I really shouldn't go too far into that. Maybe another time when I have more of a following. 1st and 10 at the 45 in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. Labas fakes the toss, steps up, looking, fires. It is caught at the 45. That should be a first down. They were at the 45. This is the other 45. First down, Chippewas. Looks like it was just a slant route. He was getting kind of pushed by the corner, so it was kind of a slant and then just a kept moving to the sideline. But yeah, first down for the Chippewas. Lewis on the catch. That was not Davis, it was Lewis. Did I say Davis? I probably did. First and 10 at the 45 in the pistol. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Sending a man in motion. The Chippewas hand it off. Oh, and he fumbles, but then picks it up. But the Bulls are all over there. A herd of Bulls all over him. That's going to be a loss on the play. They're not going to say he got a loss there, but looked like it was to me. But like I said, I'm just a broadcaster. A little bit of an issue there. Literally fumbled, but bounced right back into his hand. So lucky guy. I mean, the football is shaped that way for a reason. It's going to bounce anyway, but it bounced right back to him. All right, 2nd and 10. They're not going to give him a loss on the play. In the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. This is Beeman, the quarterback, and he's going to take the direct snap and head up the middle for about 2 yards. Makes it 3rd and 8 for Central Michigan. Again, they're at the Buffalo 43, folks. Even shaking his head. He doesn't like the result of that one. What is your team? Well, I'm a Steelers fan as far as college. I'm a University of Pitt fan. But again, I'm not going to really brag about Pitt. I don't think any logical Pitt fan would brag about Pitt, to be honest with you. Despite the season they're having, which is pretty, not too bad. But yeah, no one's going to brag, really. 3rd and 8 in the shotgun. Labus takes the snap. Play action. Steps up and down. He goes. That's a sack. Poiser with the sack. And that was poison to the Chippewas drive. And it looks like they will have to punt. Poiser just driving the center back. He had no chance. Oh, my goodness. That was pure domination on that one. Looking like the Steelers' offensive line. As the Chippewas will punt. And there is the punt. And fair caught at the 14. And that's where Buffalo will start their drive with 6:26 left to go in the first quarter. 3-0 Buffalo leading over Central Michigan. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like what you're listening to, leave a like and definitely subscribe to the channel. Again, this is kind of what I do here. I do it as often as I can. Again, every weekend's pretty much a guarantee. As of late, only 5 days a week, so I apologize if you're a person that just needs sports like every day. I'm like, okay, well, I'd like it too, but I can't, unfortunately. But I'm trying to get here as often as I can. Of course, my last stream was Monday Night Football, and then before that was 4 streams on Sunday. Did, again, 4 Sunday games, 3 Saturday games. Again, I try to get as many streams as I possibly can. So, again, if you're a sports fan, this is the channel for you. Last sports spent was a WNBA game. Sky versus Aces under on Asia Wilson's points, under on Angel Reese's points, and over on her me bounce. Gotta like the me bounce. That is definitely, yeah. I saw those group of guys with just kind of like, what was it like? The first shot of the game, it's gonna be a miss. Like, oh man, it was money. It was money, folks, for a good bit there. Hi, Dr. Lay. Well, hello there, John. How's it going? Appreciate you again for tuning in. Tuning in for this MACtion game. Buffalo and Central Michigan. Right now we're in the timeout. Timeout as in a commercial timeout, not a timeout by either team. These bums and their commercial timeouts. And again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many people as I possibly can. And also, we do have a poll. Feel free to let me know who you think is going to win the game. Central Michigan with 52% of the votes. Buffalo with 47%. That does not add up to 100, but those are the numbers that are given to me. Yes, I understand. It'd probably be like 52 point something and 47 point something. I'm just telling you, though, you smarty pants. That's what it says on my side. All right, we're back here in, I can't remember. Is it Mount Pleasant? Mount Pleasant, Michigan, where again Buffalo leading 3-0 over Central Michigan. Will the ACC miss the playoffs? I don't think so. Would be devastating. Would absolutely be devastating if they all just beat each other up. Oh my gosh. Now okay, let me hold on one sec. First and 10 at the 15. Roberson drops back, looking, fires down the right side, taking a deep shot. It is caught at the 45-yard line. What a sliding catch there by Josiah Gathings, 32 yards on the catch. Oh, great throw, great catch by Gathings. And and the defender's hand was in there. I could see a scenario where the ACC is the fifth team, the fifth division or conference winner, as that's going to be a toss over the middle. It's caught at the 47, dropped immediately. That was Snow with the catch, and just like that, 2 plays, and they are across Central Michigan, or they're in Central Michigan territory. I'd love to see a super conference miss the playoffs. Oh, I bet it would be kind of interesting, but no, I think the ACC is going to get in for sure. You do hockey or basketball? I definitely am doing at least one NHL game. I don't know when it will be, but it will be happening soon. If I do well, if people tune in, then I will gladly do it. As he hands it off down the left side, he's at the 45, and that's where he's going to be. That's it. He gets a gain of 2, and that'll make it third and manageable. As far as basketball, yes, I will be doing college basketball whenever I can. Make regional conferences greater. Yes, no, bring back the Big East. I definitely miss the Big East and the Pac-12, of course. Obviously, they're bringing back the Pac-12, Doctor. Non-ball knowledge. Yeah, is it really the Pac-12, though? I mean, it's going to be a group of 6, pretty much. Not going to be a power one. Definitely Buffalo wins. Didn't know Central Michigan. Okay, well, I mean, this is way too early. Way too early there. Lennox says it's a direct snap to Roberson. He cuts inside and is brought down at the 43. Kwiatkowski with the tackle. I remember him. Definitely if I remember correctly, kind of a not dirty player, but I do remember him definitely being involved with Bowling Green players a lot as far as like chippiness. First and 10 at the 42 in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Roberson, play action. Heavy pressure. Oh, it's tipped up. It's an interception. 40, 30, 20. 1 man to beat. 10. Touchdown, Central Michigan. Oh, look at that. A pick 6. Roberson hit as he threw. Finds a linebacker. It's Kwiatkowski, who kicks butt like Kick Butowski. Touchdown, Central Michigan, just like that. 6-3. You're a heavy better, bro. Stop. Buffalo wins. Defense is terrible. Okay, you're a heavy better. Right now, it's looking like Central Michigan said, we don't care about your betting, Lennox. They can push the ball, and you threw it. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Hey, man, I'm telling you, MACtion, man, it doesn't matter. Logic makes there's no logic here, actually. There's no logic when it comes to MACtion on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday. Anything can happen. Anything. There's the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up, and it is barely good, but it's good regardless. 7-3 Central Michigan, leading over Buffalo with 3:47 left to go in the first quarter. Roberson again just dropping back, moseying back, but then he's crunched. And then 45 yards the other way for Kwiatkowski. Look at that. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like what you're listening, make sure, again, to leave a like and definitely subscribe to the channel. It is free to do so. I promise there's not going to be any charges to your account or anything like that if you're worried about that. No, definitely not charging anyone. anytime soon. So, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out in this one. And that's pretty much it. I don't really have much else to say. Again, I do other games. Of course, I do the NFL, plenty of NFL. And then, of course, college football on Saturdays as well. So feel free, again, to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. That is pretty much it. That was pretty impressive. Look at that. That was pretty impressive there by the defense. Yeah, I don't really know too much about the teams this year. Let's see if we can... Well, let's look at the other games real quick, and then I will duplicate this tab, and then we'll search up... And we were looking at their standings earlier. But all right. In the other games, Northern Illinois leading 9-0, about to be 10-0 if they kick the extra point. Then Toledo and Miami of Ohio, they are at 0-0 there. All games still in the first quarter. As far as statistics for these teams, Central Michigan 217, Buffalo 223. I don't know. As far as points, I mean, they're about the same, to be honest with you. And the defense looks like Buffalo's defense looks pretty good. That is number 2 in the conference. Toledo has the number 1 defense, or at least according to this. Well, you know what? Let me look at this, actually. Let me look at the conference ones. Yeah. So, yeah, Buffalo 134, Central Michigan 132. But Central Michigan's defense looks to be better than Buffalo's. Well, that's why we play the games, folks. 7-3 is your score. Central Michigan leading. About to kick it back to Buffalo. It's bad thing. Game still 50-50, yeah. How do the two teams look? Does one team look better so far? No. Both teams look about the same. Maybe a little lean to Central Michigan, just a tad, but even then, yeah, I wouldn't say anyone's ahead of anybody. Skyrocket. As Central Michigan is ready to kick things off back to Buffalo. Again, they just had a pick. As here is the kickoff. And that is fielded at the 3s, at the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20. Breaks a tackle at the 25. He's at the 30, 35. Stiff arms a guy and pushed out of bounds at the 43-yard line. That's a good return. That's what Buffalo needs. As they are up close to midfield. Football like, there we go. I was worried. It's been getting a lot of basketball likes for some reason. I don't know why in the world it's been doing the basketball thing, but it is what it is. Buffalo is driving on them, and Central has not. Not really. Buffalo had one big play. Central got to, pretty much the same thing. Central Michigan's drive stalled at the 50. Buffalo started the ball at the Central Michigan 9. Didn't do anything with it as he hands it off up the middle, and Central Michigan is tackled at the 40. And then Central Michigan had a pick on their first drive after they got one first down. And then Central Michigan got to midfield. The drive stalled. They had to punt it. So, yeah, like I said, not really much happening as far as the offense. As it's 2nd and 10 for Roberson at the 42. Roberson hands it off up the middle, makes a guy miss at the 45, and brought down close to midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Yo, DrDelay. Well, yo, Peyton, how's it going? Good to see you. Appreciate you, man. So 3rd and 2, hands it off up the middle, leaning forward, and he should get the first down. Very good spot. I don't think he got that far, but that guy did. As that is going to be a brand new set of downs for the Bulls. Hi, Doc, I'm back. Just saying, I appreciate it, James. Again, appreciate you guys checking in here, man. Appreciate you guys. Again, I have a pretty good base, a pretty good subscriber base, so I really do appreciate you guys. 1st and 10 for Buffalo. Ball at the 47 in the pistol. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. As he hands it off up the middle. He's at the 45, cuts inside at the 40, brought down at the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 12. And a Buffalo Bulls first down. Not familiar with that emoji there, but all right. Thank you again. Thank you again for the chat. 1st and 10 here for Buffalo. In the shotgun. Trips left, one receiver to the right. Buffalo, Roberson drops back, looking, fires to his right. It is caught at the 31-yard line. Immediately out of bounds, so just a gain of 4 for the Buffalo Bulls. Roberson doing a good job of scanning the field again, just had to make a decision. Gets it out to McMillan. As it's 2nd and 6 ball at the 31 in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Roberson hands it off up the middle, leaning forward, trying to break free. He does, but then the Chippewas are there to bring him down after a gain of 2. Makes it 3rd and 4 for Buffalo. That was Shelton Jr. on the carry. Pushing. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. 3rd and 4 here for the Bulls. Ball at the 29 in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Roberson drops back. Heavy pressure, fires. It is caught at the 25. Oh, and he fumbles the ball. He fumbled it, and it's recovered by the Chippewas. Unbelievable. He was wide open, made a move, and one guy just comes in and just punches it out. And Central Michigan recovers. And they're going to have the ball. Actually, they don't know where they're going to have it. And it says maybe the 8-yard line. Jeez, that is unfortunate. Well, this definitely feels like a game that is played in the MAC. I can tell you that right now. And this is awesome. True football fans love the MAC. Turnovers galore. Oh, yeah. Already 3 of them. 3 turnovers, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet. 7-3 Central Michigan leading over Buffalo. Central Michigan ball whenever we come back. Oh, this is great. I love it. I love this. This is fun. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. Again, we're close to 2,000 subs. So, again, if you're feeling pretty gracious, make sure, again, to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We're getting blessed. Oh, yeah, we are, dude. This is a great game. This is fantastic. I love it so much. So many. It's already, again, like 3 turnovers. That is awesome. We love that. Definitely pro turnover. Love good defense. Love good defense. But yeah, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. And again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. Of course, we do have a poll. Feel free to vote on that. And again, if you don't want to sub or like, well, you know what? You can at least vote in the poll. They should definitely sub and like, folks. 53% of you guys have Buffalo winning tonight. 47% with Central Michigan. So, again, either one. I mean, it's 50-50. It's a 50-50 game, and the poll pretty much represents that. So, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Let's see what's happening in the other games. Again, there's 2 other games happening tonight. Northern Illinois 10, UMass nothing, and Toledo 0, Miami of Ohio 0. So, I don't know. I feel like this is the best one so far, obviously. Though I can tell you the Toledo quarterback has thrown 2 picks. Wow, that is, wow. I guess that's not really a surprise. Try even saying NASCAR. I guess, yeah, I did say you could talk about whatever you'd like. That is a problem. Appreciate you, Draven, for checking on in. 53% of the chat or people are wrong. Well, yeah, you never know. What's your Steelers-Bengals prediction? It better be a Steelers win. Steelers are winning all day. I mean, well, I think we thought that about Thursday, whenever they played last. Oh, man, we lose that one. Oh, man, I don't even want to think about it. That'll just ruin my day. It's already, I mean, Steelers already ruined plenty of Sundays for me, man. They could be so much better, but they're just, oh my gosh. Yeah, if we lose to the Bengals, if we get swept by them this year, man, it's over. It's over. Labus is in, actually, no, he's under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right. sending a man in motion. Hands it off, up the middle. He's at the 10. He's at the 15, the 20, and brought down at the 22-yard line. Just kept going and going until someone finally brought him down. That was Cornist with the run there. Nice run of 13 yards for Trey Cornist. Didn't even get touched till he crossed the first down marker. So 1st and 10 for the Chippewas. They don't have to run a play. We'll see if they do. I doubt it. I doubt it. I don't think they are. So that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. Central Michigan 7, Buffalo 3. Yeah, no, if we lose that game, which, I mean, we should win. We should win. But, yeah, if we lose against the Bengals, man, I mean, oh, my gosh. I mean, you can already hand it on. I already believe the Ravens are going to come back and win the division. But, I mean, jeez. I doubt we hit wild card status. Let's just say that. This game is a toss-up, but Bulls have a better defense, and how this game is going, it's wild. Oh, yeah, no, it's great. I love it, man. Appreciate you, Blazer. Go with that. I think that's what that'll stand for. We'll go with that anyway. But, yeah, no, it's definitely a 50-50 game. Definitely a 50-50 game. Again, nothing happened in the other ones. I'm assuming it's 10-0 and 0-0. Yep. So we're just all waiting for the second quarter. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like it, subscribe. Yes, I will promote that because no one else will promote me. That's how it works. That is how it works. John Constantine. I guess I'll try to remember that. Yeah, I don't know why why it has the ats and not the usernames. It has the handle, but not the usernames. I don't know why. Couldn't tell you. College Roll with DrDelay. You the man. Now you're the man, Raider. True Raider. And I can confirm I'll be doing Cowboys and Raiders this Monday night because that is the Monday Night Football game. So, yeah, appreciate you. Hopefully the Raiders win. Hopefully. We'll see. Doctor, you doing college basketball playoffs? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm going to try to do some regular season games when I can. I honestly had an opportunity last night. I disconnected from everything. I'm like, I'm going to take the night off. But I'll be back this Saturday. May do a stream tomorrow morning, but that's not going to be a sports stream. It's going to be like a Q&A thing while I play a video game. But I got to work on some things behind the scenes. My capture card doesn't want to work. It captures the video, doesn't capture the audio. Northern Illinois 10, UMass nothing. Yep. Cowboys should win. They should. Anybody got a link to watch this? Well, not here, bud. Sorry, I'm a fascist. We're going to time that out. That is trying to take viewers away, buddy. Can't do that. Kay. Gotta listen. It's like the radio. You gotta imagine this is what, 50 years ago? Actually, I mean, now you have to go that far. Dr. Scene Mavs. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I was so devastated. I don't know why they would fire Nico, man. That's so weird. I mean, he brought in, who did they bring in? I forgot his name already. I can't remember. It was Anthony Davis, right? All it cost him was Luka. That's it, Oh, wait, no, Luka's still on the Mavs, right? Right, Draven? Maverick fans, Luka's still on the Mavs, right? You guys are living the life right now. All right, we're back here in Central Michigan, Mount Pleasant, Michigan, where it is 1st and 10 for Central Michigan. Ball at the 22. Whenever we do want to show the game. There we go. In the shotgun, 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Labas sending a man in motion. Labas hands it off up the middle. Cornus breaks a tackle at the 25, brought down at the 27. That's a gain of about 3 or 4. Maybe 4 or 5 there. I don't know. Looks like I'm going to give him 5. He brought in a nursing home and 2 good players. Nice. So good. And you have Luca. All right, 2nd and 5 here for the Chippewas. Labas is under center. 2 fullbacks right behind each other. Again, quarterback, fullback, and then running back. Hands it off to the running back. This is Cornist. And Cornist doesn't really get much. He gets maybe a yard. I don't really think that formation works. It doesn't really work. It's interesting, but yeah, no, it is only averaging a yard a play. Yay, sports. Oh, yeah. Lucas on the Lakers. Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding. I know. I troll, I guess. Not really, but, you know. Draven's a Mavericks fan. Got to let him know that, hey, Luca is still on the Mavericks. It's okay. All right, third and about 4. Labas in the shotgun, ball at the 28. They need to get to the 32. Labas moving to his right. Shovel pass, and oh, he is blown up. Oh, he got crunched. That's going to be a loss on the play. That did not work. It works if you're, I guess, Patrick Mahomes and, you know, Travis Kelce. But unfortunately, it doesn't work if you are the Chippewas. Oh, Townsend got sent back. That is tough. Trisk pulling for Central Michigan and is booing Buffalo. As there is the punt. Oh, and Buffalo fumbles the punt. And there's a scrum for it. No one wants it. Oh, there's a huge dog pile. Oh, Central Michigan had like 3 or 4 players that just they ate popcorn before going onto the field, and that's why they couldn't handle it, I guess. Oh, we'll see who it is. Buffalo pointing this way. Central Michigan pointing that way. It is going to be Buffalo ball. Central Michigan almost with another turnover. Unable to get it there. Unfortunate for them, but fortunate for Buffalo. Jeez. Yeah, no one wants to hold on to the ball today, so another commercial break. That's what we like the most here, folks. 7-3 Central Michigan leading over Buffalo. Snow almost gave it away, and Central Michigan just couldn't take advantage. Let's see here. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Really do. Again, I know there's other competition covering this game tonight. The great Jaguar Gator also covering it. So appreciate you guys going with the smaller channel. Definitely appreciate that. But yeah, again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. And yeah, again, like and subscribe while you're here. Let's see. We have in the other games, again, Northern Illinois leading 10-0 over UMass, and Toledo and Miami of Ohio 0-0 in that one. So I feel like we have the good game tonight. I feel like that's what's happening. I hope it continues that way and gets even better and better. And that is pretty much it. Again, I got nothing. Nothing during the commercial breaks. No, there's college basketball happening. I don't really know how much or how it's really gone. Then there's some hockey. Rangers leading 4-2 over the Lightning. Flyers and Oilers are tied 0-0. Yeah, Draven, I know the Penguins, they haven't really been winning as much lately. It's kind of a bummer. See if I can find NCAA men's here. Again, I don't know who's really playing tonight. Any big schools or ranked schools? Doesn't even want me to click on it. Well, that's never a good sign. All right, we're just going to leave that and go back here. Yeah, Buffalo wins, bro. Can't move the ball. I don't know. Like I'm saying, you never know. It doesn't. Buffalo's not exactly moving the ball either. And you know they have 2 turnovers. Where Central Michigan only with 1. So we'll see though. Again, plenty of time. You may be correct, but well, you never know. Penn State and Michigan State. I don't know. I mean, it's battle of mid there. Cashing in as soon as I can. Yeah. Yeah, with this game, yeah, I don't blame you. It's just a bunch of madness. Notre Dame at Pittsburgh this Saturday. May cover that one. I kind of do. I haven't covered a Pitt game yet. I really haven't had the chance to. We'll see. 1st and 10, ball at the 37 in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Roberson drops back. Moving to his right is Roberson. He's going to take off. He's at the 40 and walks out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Good stuff there by Roberson. Actually, and mark him out at the 42. Good spot. Gain of 5 makes it 2nd and manageable for the Bulls. Yeah, it would be pretty cool. I don't know if you guys saw the quote that Narduzzi had. It doesn't matter if we lose by 100 as long as we win the last 2. I mean, that's pretty crazy stuff to say. It's a loser's mentality. Not a fan of that comment. 2nd and 5, ball at the 42. Roberson in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to left. Roberson, high snap, handled well. He's going to take it himself up the middle and is brought down at the 44. Looks like he wanted to give it off to the running back there, but for some reason the running back was not having it. So good stuff by Roberson. At least got 2 yards. I mean, you're watching it, you see more. Are we getting pressure on? Like, no, what does it look like? I mean, again, I still think it's 50-50. I don't think it's like Buffalo for sure. Slam dunk. No, I can't say that at all. I mean, especially this early. I mean, it's way too early. It could be a tale of 2 halves. You never know. 3rd and 3, ball at the 44. Needs to get to the 47.5 for a brand new set of downs in the shotgun. And the Buffalo coach throws something at his own coach. What is he doing? Buffalo coach is losing his mind on the sideline. Oh my gosh, that guy's going crazy. Definitely not a fan of he's not a fan of whatever he just did, or his coaches did. I like to see the replay. They're not going to show anything. All right, what's at stake? A Buffalo win, clinches bowl eligibility. First place in the MAC standings, they'd be 5-1. For Central Michigan, clinches bowl eligibility. Again, both these teams 5-4. And they remain in the hunt for the MAC championship. They would move to 4-2. Again, there's a lot of teams. Just 3 really. If certain results happen tonight, there'd only be 1 team with 1 loss in the MAC, and a bunch of teams, a plethora of teams with 2. So, but yeah, a lot of stuff happening here. Again, the Buffalo coach going crazy on that timeout. He just couldn't believe whatever his coach was doing over there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he threw something at his own coach, but I don't know. 3rd and 3, ball at the 44. Again, they need 3.5 yards. In the shotgun is Roberson, sending a man in motion. Roberson drops back, looking to his left, fires. It is dropped wide open. McMillan, I guess he heard footsteps. I'm not too sure. Would have had the first down. Instead, will head to the sidelines as Buffalo will punt it away. Just flat out dropped it. The commentator's kind of ripping Roberson for the throw, for being too fast. I mean, I didn't think it was that crazy. Even so, I still think you got to make the catch, as there is the punt. And that's going to bounce at the 5. Buffalo downs it at the 2. That's a great punt. And Central Michigan will have to march the entire length of the field if they want anything. Yeah, James, that was pretty wild. That was a pretty wild sequence there. All right, another commercial break. I know you guys love commercials. Me too. It's my favorite part. Because then I don't know what to do during commercial breaks. Again, I'm still new at this, folks. Not a professional, but hey, maybe one day I will be. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So if this sounds good to you, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. And feel free to chat down below. The chat is definitely a big part of the channel. So feel free to be involved with the channel. Again, we're all football fans here for the most part. I'm sure there's some of you that are definitely betting on the game, and that's usually how it goes, especially on college games. The NFL audience, not as much betting there, but college, yeah, for sure. It's like I would say like 75% of the chat is usually betting on something. So again, I'm pulling for all your bets. The only time I pull for a participation trophy is with you guys when you bet on your games. Central Michigan, 51%. Actually, no, it's 50-50 now. You guys are split on this game. And again, I think that's very accurate with how this game has went. Northern Illinois, 17. UMass, 0. And then Toledo and Miami of Ohio, 0-0. So, yes, I think this is the better game for sure. Again, already 3 turnovers. Buffalo with 2 of them. Central Michigan with 1. And, yeah, that is, again, as far as like who's trending in the right direction, really, neither really. Buffalo has more yards, but Central Michigan has more first downs, more time of possession. But Buffalo's converted on third down. Like, literally, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really think there's a clear-cut leader. Can I hold Buffalo? I mean, like I said, your guess is as good as mine there, Song. So, yeah. No idea. This one, you can flip a coin. That's pretty much my best word of advice because there's no clear-cut winner. Can't tell you. I guess I can show you this. The win probability, again, this is not always accurate, but right now it's giving Central Michigan with a 66% chance to win. But if they were to turn over here, I assure you Buffalo would then, they would easily have the win probability go up in their favor. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 here for Central Michigan. Ball at the 2, their own 2. 11:15 left to go here in the second quarter. Labus in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Oh, it's not Labus, it's Flores. Another quarterback in there. Flores going to take the snap up the middle. He's at the 5 and brought down at the 7. That's a nice gain there from their own 2. Gain of 5. Or that wasn't Flores. That was Beeman. Okay, well, I guess the commentator on the screen was wrong, and so was I. I have Central Michigan team total over 20.5 for the game. How the offenses have looked, man, that's tough. That's a tough. I mean, it's only 2 more touchdowns, you'd think, right? But I don't know. Oh gosh, yeah, that's a tough one. I don't know. I would look at it at halftime. Well, let's see how it goes here. 2nd and 5, ball at the 7. Labus in the shotgun, and he hands it off, trying to bounce it outside, cuts inside, and is ripped down at the 9. That's a gain of 2. Buffalo saying they forced the fumble. They have the ball in their hand, but nothing granted. Again, that's what's so worrying about this team as far as, or both teams really, for the offense. I don't know. Oh, man, that's close. That is really close. Oh, man, that could be a fumble. I don't know. I think he may have been down. All right, it's going to be 3rd and 3, and he's going to keep it up the middle. This is Beeman, and Beeman will be brought down at the 11. That's a gain of 3. Makes it 4th and 1. I have to imagine Central Michigan will punt it. So, again, if you like punts, this is the game for you. So, yeah, nothing doing there. They're going to have to punt it. Defense. That has been pretty much the game. There's the snap, and here is the punt. 10, 20, 30. And that is going to be fair caught at their own 47. About a 43-yard punt, and that's where Snow and the Buffalo Bulls will take over. No commercial break, thank goodness. Again, Buffalo 4-1, trying to keep themselves in the MAC championship lead. They are 4-1. A win would put them at 5-1 in the conference, tied up there with Western Michigan. Again, depending on what happens with Miami of Ohio and Toledo, that could shake things up there. But yeah, a lot of teams 3-2. A lot of teams hoping that, hey, some of these teams drop tonight, like Miami of Ohio and Buffalo. So plenty of time left Well, I guess not so much. Only 3 more games left. Jeez, I guess the season's almost over. It's kind of sad as Robeson throws over the middle. It is almost intercepted. Almost intercepted. Pass intended for Snow, but Snow was not in the area that Roberson thought he would be in. Chippewas, though, I just couldn't react fast enough. And now it's 2nd and 10 for Buffalo. Roberson 5 for 12, 62 yards and a pick. That has been rough for both of these offenses. 2nd and 10. Roberson in the shotgun, drops back, looking over the middle. It's a screen. It's caught at the 45, extending to the 48. That's going to be a gain of 2. Saquon Roberson was in Penn State from 2019 to 2021, UConn 2022 to 2023. Last year was in Kansas State. This year with Buffalo. He's been everywhere for a long time. 3rd and 8, ball at the 48. They need to get to the other 44 for a brand new set of downs. Roberson is in the shotgun. Trips left, 1 receiver to the right. As Roberson drops back, looking, fires. It is incomplete. Pass intended for McMillan, but that is going to be another 3 and out and another punt for Buffalo. Again, they had the ball pretty much in the same spot last drive, had to punt it. Yeah, and they're pointing out Central Michigan didn't have a single lineman with the hand in the dirt. They were all moving around. It was like the prowl defense, if you ever played the old man games. They might still have it now, but they were all just moving around. It's really interesting. As here's the snap, and here is the punt. Fair caught at the 6. Man, so again, this game sort of pretty exciting. Now it's kind of reverting to a 3 and out fest. Another commercial break, 7-3, Central Michigan, Buffalo. 8:13 left to go. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. Paul Skeens has just won the Cy Young Award. Let's go. Good stuff. That is good. Tariq Schoolboy. Yeah, no, he definitely was going to get the AL side. But yeah, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Again, I know there's other people calling the game tonight, so definitely appreciate you guys for hanging out with the smaller channel. Again, don't hesitate to subscribe. We are on our way to 2,000 subs, folks. It is a growing channel. Just started doing this really in March, so we have accomplished a lot in a very small amount of time. So definitely appreciate you guys as we move closer and closer to, I don't know, just to being a good channel, growing channel, big channel. And of course, again, feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. That is definitely a big part of the channel, is the chat. Like I said, we're all pretty much football fans here. Again, it's 50-50 in the poll, and we do have a poll, so again, feel free to make your voice heard if you haven't yet. Literally 50-50. 46 and 46 for each side as far as how many people have voted for Buffalo, how many people have voted for Central Michigan. All right, let's see what we have here for the other games. We have, again, Northern Illinois 17, UMass 0. UMass is definitely the worst team in all of college football. It's not even close. And then Toledo and Miami of Ohio, 0-0 in that one. Again, the leading passer, 8 for 14, 63 yards and 2 picks. So that should tell you about that one. As well, some chaos happening there in Miami of Ohio. So we're turning coverage here in Mount Pleasant, Michigan, 0-0 between the Chippewas and the Bulls. Crowd's starting to turn out now. It wasn't really looking like that at the beginning, but definitely a growing crowd. Labus not on the field to start the drive. Don't know who is in at quarterback as I wait to see what the heck happens. This is Beeman, and he is going to take the snap, trying to find some space, but is crunch at the line of scrimmage. Tackled at the 6. Hearing some scary noises outside my window. I guess it's time for me to get wrecked on camera, I guess. 2nd and 10 for the Chippewas. Beeman staying in the game. We'll see what happens here. Again, he hasn't really done much as a passer here. It's been mostly on the ground. In the shotgun, trips left, one receiver to the right. Beeman play action, swings it out. It is dropped. The throw wasn't really that great as that was actually, I think it hit the turf prior, to be honest with you. Looking at the replay there. Now it's 3rd and 10. Beeman shaking his head. Doesn't like that. Doesn't like what he just did. He was a JUCO All-American. Played in the first game of the season at Western Michigan. So that is his highlighting. I'm not too familiar on his stats for the years. At 3rd and 10 for the Chippewas. Lavis back in the game. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. They need to get to the 16 for a brand new set of downs. In the shotgun. Steps up. Lavis going to take off and gets tackled at the 8. Another 3 and out. That's Central Michigan and Buffalo having a mid-off before our very eyes. Again, first quarter, very exciting. A lot of turnovers. Points off turnovers, which actually all of them. 7 was, it was a pick 6. And then Buffalo returned a pick to the 8. They settled for 3. So all these points coming off turnovers. So the offenses today, thumbs down. As here is the punt. 10, 20, 30. Fielded at the 48. That's a fair catch at the 48. Buffalo, again, some good field position, but can they take advantage? Don't let them wreck. Oh, dude, it's a GG's. It's a GG's fire. Super hot fire. It is a GG's for me. It's not quite Halloween anymore, so it might be genuinely some sort of crazy person outside. It's all good. Hey, you know, I lived a good life. Lived a good life. All right, 1st and 10 here for Buffalo, as maybe they're the ones to get a first down here, as Roberson drops back, looking over the middle, steps up, fires it deep, and that is out of bounds, incomplete. Pass intended for Snow, Victor Snow, unable to connect there. Again, that throw was about 5 yards over his head, out of bounds. So 2nd and 10 coming up for Buffalo. Do admire these uniforms for Central Michigan. They do they're pretty much the Redskins uniforms. The only problem, I don't like the helmet. The helmet needs to be shiny, not matte. As Roberson hands it off. Oh, he spins to his right, but it didn't matter. As he's wrapped up and brought down behind the line. That's a loss of 1 on the play. Henderson had nowhere to go. Good tackle in the open field. Yeah, again, he's trying to spin away, but Jackson all over. Good stuff there by Jackson. And now it's 3rd and 11. As we're ticking under 6:20 left to go here in the second quarter. Ball at the, I guess it's 3rd and 10. Ball at the 48. They need to get to the 42 for a brand new set of downs. And they better hurry up here. They don't have a play. Now they're lining up. They only 4 seconds. Looking around. Roberson in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Gets it off. Drops back. Looking. Fires. It is caught at the 41. Oh, they're not going to say he got it. Wow. I guess he was still. I guess he didn't have possession. I thought he had it. Oh, they're going to give it to him. Yeah. I thought he had it. No, they're going to say 4th and inches. What the heck? That was a bad spot. They need to get to the 42 for a brand new set of downs. Roberson in the shotgun. Roberson hands it off up the middle, and he is not going to get there. That was a terrible spot by the referee. costing Buffalo a first down. Central Michigan taking advantage as they will have it at their own 43. Overthrowing receivers, they must be using the Steelers playbook. How's it going, Denny? Yes, they are. They 100% are. Yeah, that was a pretty bad spot. They're talking about it now. The commentators, anyway, because, yeah, that was a terrible spot. That was clearly a first down. Unless, of course, he didn't have possession. But wow, that is big. And now Central Michigan will be out of their own, out of their own end zone pretty much. 1st and 10 at the 44. He checks it down to the running back at the 45. Cuts inside. Still moving his feet. And is brought down at the 49 for a gain of 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up for Central Michigan. Ticking under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Central Michigan leading 7-3 and with the ball. Buffalo or Michigan, what's your pick? Both these teams are right now in a mid-off. They don't want to score. I couldn't pick either one. 2nd and 5, ball at the 48 in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. Labus moving to his right, steps up, fires. It is dropped wide open over the middle. That was Temple. Throw us, a little bit behind, of course. Temple, though, had both hands on it. You think you make the catch there. Bro, I didn't see. Did we get another interception? No interception there. Just a turnover on downs. 3rd and 5. In the shotgun is Labus. Ball at the 48. They need to get to the other 46. No, this is Beeman up the middle at the 50. It is brought down at the 49. Just a gain of a few, and that's probably going to make them punt it. As this one, like I said, has turned into a 3-and-out fest. It really has. I mean, it was a great first quarter. Second quarter, pretty bad. Pretty bad, actually. I didn't see the game between the Broncos and Raiders, but I heard this is about what it was. As here is the punt. 20, 30. Caught at the 12. Fair catch signal made. And that's where Buffalo will take over with about 3:45 left to go. Yeah, that is pretty much it. I don't think they're going to go to commercial break there. So that's good. We don't like commercial breaks. Commercial breaks are bad. They are bad indeed. As it's going to be 1st and 10 here. Throws. It is caught at the 26. Brought down. And now he's a little shaken up. There. That is Gathings with the catch. And he is still down, folks. So he makes a nice catch. Now we do have an injury timeout. The coach coming out here to check on Gathings. Nice 13-yard catch. Again, it was a first down. It's one of the rare things we've had here in the second quarter. Josiah Gathings, 6'1", 190, senior from Statesville, North Carolina. So again, he's pretty much been the entire offense of not just the Bulls, but really the entire game, 74 yards. It's a nice catch there. And again, I want to say probably a knee in the back whenever Gordon was trying to make the tackle there, if I had to guess. What is the over-under on this game? This guy, Trisk. I know you're definitely a huge sports bettor. It closed around 44.5. So depending on what sportsbook you use, there you go. And again, Central Michigan, their 7 was a pick 6. Buffalo got their 3 because they were set up inside the 8. 1st and 10 at the 26 in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Roberson drops back, looking over the middle. Fires to his right. It is caught at the 32. Steps out of bounds is McMillan. McMillan only with 10 yards. He has been their go-to guy really the entire year, but nothing here really. Finally getting him involved as it's 2nd and 4 for the Bulls at the 32. In the shotgun is Roberson sending a man in motion. Roberson hands it off up the middle. He's at the 35, the 40. Oh, still on his feet and brought down around the 45. Trying to see who that was. That was Shelton Jr. with the nice run and a first down for the Bulls. So 1st and 10. Ball at the 45 in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Roberson swings it out. It's caught at the 45. Down the sidelines at the 50. Cuts inside. He's at the 40. Cuts inside again at the 30. 20, 15, 10. Touchdown, Buffalo Bulls. A screen pass to McMillan, and he took it the rest of the way as Buffalo takes their second lead of the game as they lead 9-7 with 2:22 left to go in the first half. Pending the extra point, of course. Does your audience know what JUCO is? I only know because Showtime Lay told you. Showtime Lay. Yeah, it's pretty much junior college. That is pretty much it. As the snap, the hold, the kick, it is up, it is good. It's 10-7, Buffalo taking the lead. Big play for Buffalo. Can Central Michigan answer? I guess we'll find out. You'd think eventually they'd have to score some points with their offense, right? Right? Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. That is pretty much it. Again, you guys are appreciated. Definitely, because, again, I know there's other competition tonight. So, yeah. And again, feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many people as I possibly can. Definitely a big part of the channel is the chat. What's up? Well, how's it going, George? Good to see you. Good to see you. Buffalo for the win, definitely. Oh, well, again, I think it's still too early to say anyone's going to win. Definitely way too early. As Buffalo kicks it off. That is fielded. He's at the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, and brought down around the 28. And that's where the Chippewas will begin. They have 2:17 left, so we're going to see the 2-minute warning very soon. It's George saying hello, everybody. Again, hello there, George. So Buffalo will get the ball to start the second half. So definitely, if you're Central Michigan, you need to score here. You gotta get something going. I put on this hoodie because it was cold earlier, but for some reason, without the heater going on, it is hot now. In the house, not just me. Obviously, I know what a hoodie does. In the shotgun as Lavis steps up, fires. It is caught at the 36, sliding to make the catch. Of course, that will pretty much serve as a de facto tackle there. That was, actually, I don't know who that was. It wasn't Biggins. That was McIntosh with the catch, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So, again, Buffalo leading 10-7 over Central Michigan. Bud, how's it going? Good to see you, Bud. Thank you again for tuning in. 2-minute warning, Buffalo leading 10-7, but Central Michigan with the ball. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. In the other games happening right now, we have Northern Illinois leading 23-0 over UMass. As UMass will be 0-10. They are just absolutely atrocious. And then Toledo leading 7-0 over Miami of Ohio. So there is that. Toledo, I would say at the most of the conference here wants Toledo to win. definitely gives a lot of, gives a lot of the 2-loss MAC teams a chance going forward. Because, again, there's a lot of 2-loss teams still with a shot. Only 3 1-loss teams, and, of course, Buffalo trying to keep themselves that way. Same with Miami of Ohio. So a lot of teams in the 2 losses for the MAC that have a chance for the MAC championship. So that is something to keep an eye on tonight. Man, that is pretty much it. So let's see. I don't really have much else. I know there's some hockey. Yeah, that was having some problems earlier. I was looking at NFL stats earlier, but that was not happening. Yeah, for some reason, college basketball scores aren't working. Anyway. Should be working away from timeout, back from timeout after this commercial, just as my professional opinion. Nope, I'm not a professional. Not a professional at all. Tostitos. I remember the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl, man. That's a tragedy. It's not there anymore. Money ruins a lot of things. I hate it. I hate it so much. All right, it's going to be about 2nd and 4, if I recall, or maybe 2nd and 5 for the Chippewas. Again, their first 6 possessions. Interception, punt, 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 punt. Does that sound like a really good offense for them? No, it does not. But you never know what happens on this drive. 2nd and 3, ball at the 36. In the shotgun is Labus. Labus play action looking to his left. Fires. It is caught at the 50. He's at the 45. Bounces outside at the 40. 35. And brought down at the 33. McIntosh pointing to a first down for the Chippewas. Hey, how's it going? You're doing a great job. Thank you, Anthony. I try, man. I appreciate that. It's going. Hey, it's not a bad game, especially, it was kind of a bad game here in the second quarter, but hey, they're kind of opening up here. Chippewas with the ball, throws it over the middle. It's caught at the 30, dropped immediately. That is a gain of 4 for McIntosh. He's been targeted a lot here on this drive. 3 catches already on this drive. 2nd and 6 for the Chippewas. Labus and the offense moving quickly. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Labus takes the snap and hands it off up the middle. He's at the 25, breaks a tackle and brought down at the 21. That is a first down. That is Biggins on the run. That's a great name, by the way. I'm not even kidding. That is just a cool name. First down for the Chippewas. Everybody hit the like button. Oh, everyone should. As Labus swings out, it is caught in the backfield, and that is a loss on the play. Trying to get to Q with it. That's a loss of 5. Not what you needed there for the Chippewas. You got to keep moving forward. They were trying to play side to side. And Buffalo, wait, no, this is Central Michigan taking a timeout. I thought Buffalo was taking a timeout. No, Central Michigan with their first timeout. It's going to be 2nd and 15. Again, it was looking like a great drive there, and all of a sudden you try something in the backfield. I don't know. I don't understand that one. I'm just a broadcaster. I don't know. But again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again, before you go, yes, Anthony, hey, hit that like button. Yes, appreciate you, Anthony. Like and subscribe to the channel. It is free to do so. I promise. I promise. If everyone were to sub here, I'd get 2,000 subs. I'm just saying, it would be pretty cool to hit that tonight. I know it's a huge goal. But again, this is a channel that is growing. Started doing this in March, folks, so it's not like, oh, well, he's been doing this for about 15 years. No, literally just starting out, and we are definitely a channel on the rise, folks. You can help it out a little bit tonight with your subscription. It is free. 2nd and 15, ball to 26 in the shotgun. Labus takes the snap, play action, looking over the middle, fires down the right side. It is. Did he make the catch? He's got it. Touchdown, Central Michigan. The referees were looking at each other like, did he make the catch or not? I guess we'll have to see the replay. It was a great diving attempt. And for the moment, it's a touchdown. Tyson Davis, 26 yards. We'll see the replay. Oh, man, I can't quite tell. Did he get his hands? Oh, he dropped it. It hit the ground. Oh, that's going to be wiped away. Referees took about an hour to just, to look at each other and came up with the conclusion, the wrong one. So that is going to be wiped away. It's going to be Buffalo 10, Central Michigan 7 when they review it. Nice study. Unfortunately, it will not stand there, Isaac. Trisk is having some cookies, this guy. So, yeah, whenever they do review it, it's going to be, and they are reviewing it now, but, yeah, it's going to be removed. It's going to be taken down. Yep, that's just a flat-out drop. Well, actually, it's really not a drop. Didn't hit him. Now that I think about it. Yeah, no, just flat-out hit the turf. I guess it's like, well, he clearly didn't make the catch. Why would you act like you had the touchdown? They can just review it. Well, based on how some of these calls have went, doesn't matter. The video evidence will be there, but they'll still keep the call. So again, they are going to remove this. It's going to be 10-7 Buffalo leading Central Michigan. I doubt. There's no way. Unless the ref is looking at something else. But again, it's 3rd and 15 now, and that's the killer. After review, ruling is an incomplete pass. It's going to be 3rd and 15. Again, that's going to be tough. So what do you do here? Again, it's 3rd and 15 at the 26. You'd like to think you're in field goal range. I don't really know the range of the Chippewa kicker. So 3rd and 15 for Central Michigan. Labus in the shotgun. Biggins to his left. Tight end in tight. Trips to the right. They need to get to the 11 for a brand new set of downs. Play action. Labus steps up, fires. It is caught at the 20. He's at the 15, 10, 5, diving. Pushed out at the 1. Oh, what a catch over the middle. Again, just kept going. Just a simple drag route. He was wide open, but still a great catch because the throw was a little bit off. So 1st and goal for Central Michigan at the Buffalo 1. It's going to be Buffalo gets the ball at half. I know that is a life-changing information. In the shotgun is Bowman. Labus is not in the game, sending all 3 receivers in motion. Labus takes the snap up the middle. He walks in. Touchdown, Central Michigan. And for the second time tonight, it is 13-10. Bowman just taking it up Beeman, not Bowman. Beeman taking it up the middle. Pretty much untouched, which is interesting at the goal line. You'd think so. His second career touchdown. That is Marcus's second career touchdown. That's pretty cool. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. 14-10. Central Michigan leading over Buffalo. 48 seconds left to go. Buffalo have a chance to do something. Again, they've had 2 really big plays. Other than that, it has not been that great for Buffalo, but they're only down by a possession. Again, Central Michigan hasn't looked any better on the offense, but obviously they just scored. So that's the last few minutes here of the second quarter have really made up for how bad it's been. Buffalo gets the ball. Yep. 2-point conversion, not even close, Isaac, and definitely not the game that we're looking at here. That was an extra point. That was definitely a kick. Unless kicks are now 2 points, I did not get the memo there. I did not get the memo. No commercial break, so we're going to get right back to it as the Chippewas are ready to kick things off to Buffalo. Again, they'll have 48 seconds to try to trim this 4-point lead or take the lead outright. As there is the kickoff. Fielded at the 5. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20, 25. Ooh, he got wrecked at the 29-yard line. 43 seconds left to go. That is how much time is left here for the Buffaloes. Should have went for the conversion for the 5-point lead. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Not this early. I don't think so. But to each their own. To each their own. There, Isaac. 1st and 10 here for Roberson. In the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Roberson drops back, looking over the middle, steps up, fires. It is overthrown, incomplete. There's some Chippewas close to the ball there, so Roberson's really got to be careful. Again, already these teams have turned it over combined 3 times. All of those turnovers in the first quarter. So these teams, again, not exactly the most careful with it. 2nd and 15 in the shotgun. Trips left, 1 receiver to the right. Robeson drops back, looking over the middle. Steps up. He may take off and run. Moving to his left. He is. He's at the 30. Walks out of bounds at the 33. Clock stops at 30 seconds now. It's going to be third and 7 for the Bulls. Buffalo coach looking as angry as ever. It's definitely a animated guy. Again, I don't know. I swear I thought he threw something at his own coach earlier. 3rd and 8, and everyone decides to move except the center. Well, that's not a good sign, as that's going to be backing him up 5. There it is, false start. Offense. Everybody but the center. Yep, that's a killer. So it'll be 3rd and 13 now for the Bulls. All 4 of them. That's crazy. That is crazy. All right. 3rd and 13. Ball at the 27. Roberson hands it off. He's at the 30, 35. Close to the first down. I don't think he's going to get there. That was Henderson on the carry. And there's another flag. Chippewas are pointing towards Buffalo's direction. The referee's pointing towards Central Michigan. Personal foul. Block below the waist. Defense. Oh, that's going to be an automatic first down. At the end of the play, that is a killer. Kwiatkowski shaking his head. Can't believe it again. I remember him. He was definitely a chippy guy last time we covered him. Kwiatkowski. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but I know it's a first down for Buffalo. Don't know where specifically. I don't know if that's accurate. It's saying 4th and 14 or something. All right, Buffalo drops back. Roberson moving. Oh, and he goes down. That's a sack. And Buffalo will probably take their second timeout there. Sacked at their own 48. Timeout Buffalo. 18 seconds left to go. Central Michigan coach, I don't know, he's not happy with something. 4th and -14. Yep, that's They're definitely adding all these rules, and I can't stand it. 4th and -14. You've seen it all. You've seen it all. So, yes, timeout Buffalo, 19 seconds. They adjusted the clock there. Again, they're at their own 48. As we're just waiting for them to get back on the field. Some of these guys coming off the field. Again, Buffalo will receive the second half kickoff. For those of you tuning in, weren't there a few minutes ago. As Roberson's in the shotgun, trips left, one receiver to the right. Ball at their own 48. Roberson drops back, looking, steps up, moving to his right. Oh, and he goes down. That's another sack. And it looks like Buffalo just going to let this one wind down. They may line up, I don't know. Roberson, again, just can't take a sack in that situation, but unfortunately, he wanted to. Buffalo going to take their last time out with 4 seconds left. Interesting. Dema with the sack. So I imagine a Hail Mary if I had to guess or something. I don't know. Roberson definitely has thrown the ball with a lot of velocity tonight, so I feel like you would think he has the arm to get to the end zone. You would think. It's interesting. Again, they're highlighting these Central Michigan linebackers and defensive front. They move around a lot pre-snap. Roberson drops back. They're sending a 5-man rush. Roberson moving to his right, and he just chunks it to the end zone. It is incomplete, intercepted out of bounds. So that will do it for the end of the first half. Central Michigan leading 14-10 over Buffalo. Buffalo, of course, will get the ball whenever they do come back. I will, of course, stay here. Again, feel free to get something to eat or do whatever you'd like to do, folks. Again, make sure before you go to leave a like and definitely subscribe to the channel. Again, halftime is like 25, 30 minutes because they hate us so much. It's ridiculous. But, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can, folks. So don't be a stranger unless you want to be. But again, we're all sports fans here, so yeah, don't feel like you got to be a stranger. No, again, the chat is a very important part of this channel. It really is. It really is. I just realized I think I made these logos too big on the thumbnail. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, well. Oh, well. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's see here. Again, 55% of you guys have Buffalo winning this one. 45% with Central Michigan. Again, it's pretty 50-50 right now, of course, Central Michigan. They entered today as the favorite, and right now, I guess they're living up to that billing. Again, they were favored by 2.5. They're winning by 14. In the other games, not many games happening right now. It's halftime over there in Massachusetts, and oh my gosh, it is 31-0. Northern Illinois, who have not been good this year, it's kind of a shock. They're usually one of the better MAC teams year in and year out. They're struggling. One of their worst teams for sure, 2-7, but that's not stopping UMass from making them look like some of the Northern Illinois teams from the past. 31-0 at the half. Jeez. And then the other one, Toledo leading 14-0, so pretty much upsets in a way. I mean, not necessarily in this one. Again, Central Michigan was favored, but, upsets as far as, teams with 2 losses beating teams with 1 loss in the MAC, which would make things very exciting going forward for the MAC. Of course, last night we had some more MACtion. Kent State over Akron 42-35. And then Western Michigan over Ohio 17-13. That was, again, another one where 2 one-loss teams squared off. narrowing it down to just 3 one-loss teams. Again, both these ones playing tonight could be, if the score holds, they will drop to 2 losses. Makes things very interesting in the MAC going forward. Let's see what else. Again, I won't be really doing much the next few days. I'll be busy, especially in the evening. I might be able to do a stream tomorrow morning, but again, that won't be really a sports stream. It'll be more of a Q&A, as I will be doing other things on the stream. But yeah, I don't really know. Again, I don't know how much you guys are interested in Troy and Old Dominion. Again, I know there's some Thursday Night Football, of course, usually covered on the channel, but again, I won't be here Thursday or tomorrow. The Jets and the Patriots, and again, I can't think of a better one to miss, as the Patriots are favored by 12, but, maybe the Jets keep it close. You never know. It's a divisional game. Divisional games, anything could happen. Let's see here, and of course, a big slate of college football this weekend, as Notre Dame travels to Pitt. Notre Dame favored by 12.5, and probably they should be favored by 100. Again, their coach, Pat Narduzzi, said it doesn't matter if they lose by 100, as long as they win the last 2. That's all that matters. Yeah, I guess that is true. I don't know if that's what you should say. Wisconsin at Indiana, South Carolina at Texas A&M, Michigan at Northwestern, South Florida at Navy. That could be pretty big. That could be a pretty big game. Again, both teams, I believe, 7-2 in their conference. Yeah, 7-2 overall, 4-1 in the American. Actually, Navy right now with the advantage in the American, 5-1. Let's see here again. Other games, Air Force, UConn. I mean, that could be a good game. Air Force puts up points. UConn really good. Arkansas and LSU. Let's see here. Oklahoma at Alabama. That could be a pretty big game. UCF, Texas Tech. NC State, they've seemingly beat a lot of top teams in the ACC. They travel to Miami. That could be a big one. Georgia Tech at Boston College. Boston College really disappointing this year. Iowa and USC, that could be a very important game. I would say Iowa pretty much, I'm not going to say they're eliminated from the college football playoff, but because they do have 3 losses. But, I guess if they win out, you never know what could happen. USC, they only have 2 losses. So you'd say they have a much better shot. Virginia at Duke, that could be a big game. Duke, not a bad team. They did lose to UConn, but that was a great game, which I did cover on the channel. That was really fun. Again, Penn State, Michigan State, very disappointing teams this year. Let's see here. Memphis, East Carolina, that could be a big game in the American Conference. Memphis, of course, losing, I think, last week. Florida at Ole Miss, would be good to see Florida win because, man, that would be good. Utah at Baylor. UCLA at Ohio State. Not really. Texas at Georgia. Georgia. Would be interesting to see if Texas loses. I guess it's going to be how they lose. How they lose would be where the conversation would, come into how far they drop. Texas already had 2 losses. They would get a 3rd loss, but one of those losses was at Ohio State. Ideally you don't have 3-loss teams in the college football playoff, but, then it comes into you're going to penalize them for going to Ohio State. I get that, but you're still supposed to win the game. I don't know. It's a tough one. That's a tough one. Hopefully Texas loses twice before the end of the season. Let's see here. Virginia Tech and Florida State. Not really a big game. Well, maybe not as many big games as I thought there would be. Next week, I can tell you what I'm doing. Massachusetts and Ohio. That's going to be a bloodbath. Jeez. Wednesday, I guess I'll be looking for something else. That's my birthday that day. Actually, a week from now. Jeez, I'm going to be old. I'm turning 85 next Wednesday, folks. Unbelievable. Next week, BYU at Cincinnati, USC at Oregon, Miami, Virginia, Pittsburgh at Georgia Tech. That could be a big game. Interesting. Texas, those are A&M or Samford at Texas A&M. That no one does it. It's just different in the SEC, folks. Scheduling FCS in November. Unbelievable. Stupid. Interesting. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about just anything. College football, NFL. Ain't going to offend me. And feel free to chat down below. Again, the chat is a very important part of the channel. Felix, how's it going? Do you think Buffalo will clutch up last minute? I mean, they could. You know, they could. My hair is weird right now. Anything can really happen. Like I said, this game has been 50-50 the entire game. I mean, it really, there's nothing that's... But yeah, Buffalo has more yards, but they also have more turnovers. I mean, they have bigger plays. They've had 2 or 3 big plays. It hasn't really been consistent there, Felix. So I don't know. I just... Anything could happen. I genuinely believe that. It's still a 50-50 game. They can. Will they? I don't know. Alton saying they will. Alton saying they will. That'll be interesting. But yeah, let's see here. First downs, 8. Penalties, not really a lot of penalties tonight. It's kind of a shock. Buffalo 2 for 8 on third down. Central Michigan 1 for 6. Felix has 900 on Michigan. Wow. Well, good luck, Felix. That's what I got to say to you, but good luck. Good luck on this one. Some stats from the game. Taquan Roberson, 9 for 18. 147, a touchdown and a pick. Labus, 11 for 14, 95 yards and a pick. And then Beeman's 0 for 1. Buffalo rushing, Henderson, 8 for 37. Shell Jr., 2 for 15. Roberson, 7 for 3. Central Michigan, Cornist is 5 for 22. Beeman is 7 for 21 and a touchdown. Biggins, 3 for 14. Davis, 1 for 5. Labus, 2 for -3 on the ground. Receiving yards for each teams here. The Buffalo Bills have Gathings leading with 4 catches, 74 yards. McMillan, 3 for 65 and a touchdown. Snow, 1 for 6. Velez, 1 for 2. And then for Central Michigan, McIntosh, 3 for 41. Again, he had all 3 catches on that last drive there for him. Lewis, 3 for 30. Davis, 2 for 15. Biggins, 1 for 6. And Townsend, 2 for 3. Michigan can stop Buffalo easy. I mean, they can. Both teams can stop each other. I think both teams are actually stopping themselves, if we're being honest. But again, the last 2 drives there for each team look much better. Well, maybe not the Buffalo one, but the second to last drive for Buffalo. Steelers will lose the North of the Ravens. Yeah, oh yeah, no, we Steeler fans know this, Ralphie. If you're trying to hurt me, there's nothing you can say to hurt me, man. As far as Steelers, and then personal attacks, but then personal attacks, you're probably banned. But yeah, no, completely agree. Steelers, yeah, no, we accept this. We're still going to be mad when it happens, but no, the Ravens with Lamar back, yeah. We need to win those games against the Bengals and the Packers, and we blew it. And honestly, again, I still feel like the Chargers game was very winnable, so very, very upsetting. I mean, this team could be much better, but in reality, it's the same old Steelers the last 8-9 years. And, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. It's bad. It's bad. We're ready for something new, folks. We are ready for something new. We're ready for new leadership with Pittsburgh. I'm talking about head coach. I'm talking about ownership as well. The owner is he's the grandson and son of some great, his dad was a great owner, Dan Rooney, great owner. And then Art Rooney, the original, was great owner as well. But the grandson is definitely just not even close to what his dad and grandfather was. Ready for a new one. Respect that response. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not delusional. I know ball. I mean, I do. I know my team, of course, better than anyone else. Not anyone else, but, just for the most part, I'm not delusional. I'm not going to delude myself. Oh, the Steelers, man, they're going to hold on, just ignore the games that we've played. No, the Steelers going to just go on a winning streak. And, of course, again, their schedule gets harder. Be nice to see them just play a complete game for once. Would be pretty cool. I guess you can say the Colts game was complete. I mean, again, they were up by 17 points in the last 4 minutes. That was a good game. The Colts game was pretty good. The Bengals game, the offense looked great, and the defense was horrible. It's unbelievable how much that defense, the players make, and yet they're just terrible, overrated. Again, I think we beat the Bengals this week. I really do, but man, it's frustrating. I don't really think. I understand the Bears are where they're at, and you're a Steelers fan again. Just because I'm a Steelers fan doesn't mean I don't know the NFL and how these teams are. I don't really think the Bears are that great, to be honest with you. And I think we could go into Chicago and win. Now, will that happen? I don't know, but I don't really buy the Bears. I don't really think most people buy the Bears, and if you do, well, you're just looking at the record. Hosting the Bills, that would be a tough ask. I don't think we win that one. So, hopefully we're I guess would be 6-4, 7-4, 7-5 at Baltimore, 7-6. Hosting the Dolphins, we should be 8-6. Wouldn't surprise me if we lost that one though, just because we're the Steelers and play down a competition. So what did I say? 7-4, 7-5, 7-6, 8-6. Probably losing the Lions. I don't know. I'd like to think Rodgers would win in his final game against the Lions. I'd like to think that, but we'll just go 8-7. At the Browns, we haven't won there since Ben was playing. Probably 8-8. Sadly. And then the Ravens the last week of the season, depends. Is that for the division? I don't know. I feel like the Ravens won't be 9-7. I feel like they'll. Yeah, I could see them being 9-7. I don't know. That's going to be a tough one. Hopefully, we're much better than that. Has anyone ever told you look like Kurt Angle? Wow. I don't really think I've ever heard that one before there, Skyrocket. And I don't think I look anything like Kurt Angle. So, no. I like Kurt Angle, though. He's funny. At least I never saw him wrestle, I guess, in his prime. But, it's just him as a character. Kurt Angle's funny. Very funny guy. Very funny. Very goofy. Goofy, but awesome. Eventually, the halftime will conclude again. It's like 30 minutes of nonsense for college. The NFL is just 13 minutes and you're back out there, bud. That's how it goes for the NFL, and I like it. The NFL makes halftime much more manageable. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe, folks, for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do. I call games. Again, if everyone were to sub right now, we'll hit 2,000. I'm just saying. Like, you should definitely subscribe to the channel. It's free. It's literally free. Literally. And yes, I say literally a lot. Because I'm just telling you what literally happened. Let's see if the other games have concluded, or not concluded, but concluded at halftime or entering in halftime or something like that. Yeah, so it's still the same there. Still at half. Eventually we'll get back into this. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really. My morale and belief in the Steelers has went downhill pretty quickly. But, yep. Still a lot of people on Twitter, of course, that believers in Mike Tomlin. I find that ridiculous. I find that crazy. Oh, my gosh. It's like, man, I don't know what else you need. It's delusion. It's delusion. But again, I also blame ownership. But, oh well. We're just waiting here for halftime to conclude. Just waiting for halftime here. Again, Buffalo will get the ball. They are out gaining Central Michigan. But again, most of those yards coming from, 2 or 3 plays. Bro, you need Jerome Bettis and Benny Rothenheim. I'm not familiar with Benny Rothenheim. But yeah, I'm assuming you're referring to Ben Roethlisberger. Rothenheim. Yeah, I don't know. We'll just, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, I don't really think that is what would fix the Steelers. I mean, again, Mike Tomlin had Ben for a long time and, felt like we underachieved a lot there. Even in his prime, I mean, a lot of people say, "Oh, Ben was washed for like 3 or 4 years." He was not. I mean, that's just a narrative that has been pushed, and is simply untrue. In fact, for all of you guys watching here, I can actually just go ahead. If you think he was washed, I had a lot of people point to 2020, like, "Oh man, yeah, Ben was garbage in 2020. Remember that collapse?" Okay, well, it's hilarious. Let's go ahead and see how many touchdowns he threw in 2020. Oh, he threw 33. That's pretty good. I don't know. Does that sound like a bad quarterback to you? 2018, again, people still say he was washed. Yeah, that's funny. He led the league in yards, 5,100, average 320 yards a game. Did he throw a lot of picks? Yeah, he threw a lot of picks. But, it's pretty, again, you have to throw the ball a lot because you're trying to carry the team. Drew Brees does that stat line there. You're going to praise Drew Brees. But when Ben does it, it's like, oh yeah, no, this guy is trash and washed. It's actually unbelievable. Ben was really the reason. Mike Tomlin now, he's definitely was not the reason. And again, the last year, yeah, no, I can completely agree, was washed. But even then, I mean, just looking at it, 22 touchdowns, 3,700 yards. I mean, that's not terrible. It's not good, but it's not terrible. He will never get the credit he deserves. What are week 11 predictions? Oh, man, I had a horrible... Oh, my gosh, man. I was absolutely atrocious last week. I can't even. I mean, I think I already filled them out. So I'm 89-59. Sounds good. Better than 75% of you. Yeah, I get it. But, I still hold myself to a higher standard, as I was 3-11 last week. That's horrible. Unacceptable. So I was 86-48. Not bad. Again, I still think I should be better, but my goodness, I mean, absolutely a lot of red. So this week, we're going to try to bounce back, playing it a little bit safer. We're going to go with the Patriots and Thursday nights. Just, again, I think it's actually going to be a closer game than what most people will believe. I'm going to go with the Dolphins over the Commies. Going to go with the Falcons, the home team. There are a lot of home team stuff right now. Going with this one against a coin flip. Just going to go with the home team again, Buffalo and Tampa Bay. Could see either result. Could see Tampa Bay going into Buffalo and winning, but going to go with the whole home team there. Not going with the home team here. Texans, I think, again, the Titans may be picking number one again this year. Going to go with the Vikings again. I don't really buy the Bears. I mentioned that earlier. I mean, if they win this game, they'll be 7-3. I don't know. I just don't really buy it. Packers over the Giants. Packers should bounce back. But then again, the Giants just fired their coach. They could be playing differently. I don't know. Going with the Steelers. I really believe we win that game. Who knows? I'm going to go with the Jaguars hosting the Chargers. Again, the Chargers, to me, coming off a big win, they might come down a little bit. Jaguars had a bye, I believe. Seahawks, to me, are a better team than the Rams. I think they upset them. I think the Rams are going to be the favorites in that one. I think they probably already are. I think I'm just going to go with Seattle. San Francisco and Arizona. Again, another game where I think Arizona, just after playing so bad, they could come back and play well. Could be a close game. Going to go, again, safe. Picking safe this week. Not trying to be too crazy. Ravens at Browns. I mean, it's not even no contest. Could be interesting here with Denver, but I think Denver are the biggest frauds. They're not getting as much hate as the 2020 Steelers. 11-0 get you more hate than 8-2. Lions over the Eagles. Eagles really didn't look all that great. So again, you could say they bounced back. Actually, yeah, we're going to go with the Eagles there. And then we're going to go Cowboys at the Raiders. Though, again, I'm pulling for the Raiders because I don't like the Cowboys. As we're resuming here, fielded at the 10. He's at the 15, the 20, and brought down at the 24. Those are my pick 'em. Again, am I the best? No, pretty good, though. We'll see if it works out. I don't know, were there any picks you disagree with? Let me know. Let me know and why. Definitely, again, I could chat football all day. I really could. Really could. Again, if this channel grows and grows and grows and I get more of a steady audience, I mean, I'll be doing that. I will definitely be doing that. I'll make it entertaining, of course. So 1st and 10 for Buffalo. In the shotgun, ball at the 25. Roberson in the shotgun. Roberson drops back, looking over the middle, fires to his right, and it's out of bounds. Incomplete. Gathing's the target, but that was thrown about 5 feet over his head. Again, they're showing off the MAC standings here. Again, Buffalo, one of 3 teams in the MAC with 3 losses. Western Michigan winning last night. Miami of Ohio down in their game against Toledo. And, of course, Buffalo down here to Central Michigan as he throws over the middle. It is dropped. The throw a little bit behind Snow. Snow was wide open. Roberson just couldn't hit him. And now it's 3rd and 10 for the Bulls. So 3rd and 10. They need to get to the 35 for a brand new set of downs. Roberson is in the shotgun. Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Central Michigan is confused. They're all looking at the sideline. Buffalo's ready to snap the ball. They are. And there is a timeout somewhere. Timeout, Central Michigan. Yeah, Central Michigan, they were not ready for something, which is unbelievable. Again, there was an incomplete pass. It's not like Buffalo was running fast. Clearly having some substitution errors there, and the Central Michigan coach is not happy with it. They were as confused as can be. Offense ready to snap the ball, and these guys were confused. All right, it's going to be 3rd and 10 here for the Bulls at the 25. Coach is still not happy. You can see it on his face. Well, I can. You guys, I guess, can't. Sorry. 3rd and 10. Roberson in the shotgun. Trips left to 1 receiver to the right. Roberson drops back, looking over the middle. Moving to his left. Fires. It is caught at the 40. Brought down immediately, but he will have the first down. That is Snow with the catch. First down for the Bulls. Gain of 15. Puts him at the 40 of Buffalo. Good throw. Good catch. Again, Roberson with his first 2 throws on the drive, not very good. That one much better. Roberson fires. It is caught at the 45, brought down at the 47 for a gain of 7. Then is McMillan with the catch. He's now at 72 yards receiving. Again, he's such a difference maker when he gets involved. As it's 2nd and 3 for McMillan, averaging 109 yards a game is McMillan. He's, again, such a difference maker. Roberson fires. It is caught at the 43-yard line. Another catch by McMillan. And another first down as Buffalo. Moving the ball very well, back-to-back plays. So 1st and 10 for the Bulls as they are in Central Michigan territory. They're at the Chippewa 43. McMillan out wide to his left. In the shotgun, trips to the right, to 1 to the left. Roberson steps up, and it is loose on the ground. It could be a fumble. It's picked up by the Chippewas, who falls down at the 32. We'll have to see if it's an incomplete pass or not. And they're saying, hold on. The ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by Central Michigan. Roberson was hit as he threw. That is his 3rd turnover of the game. Oh, did he have... Oh, man, I have to see that replay again. And they're going to review it. Oh, man, I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough angle. That's interesting by the Chippewa. He picked it up, was free. There's no one around him, then he trips and falls. I mean, that could have been even worse than it really was for Buffalo. So right now they're going to check to see if it was a fumble. 14-10, Central Michigan leading. 43 points total. Let's go. Hey, we'll see what happens, Hunt. Appreciate you for checking in. Jeffrey likes it. Jeffrey, big fan. Jeffrey, again, how's the game going? So I believe you said you were going to the game. Isaac saying, let's go. Yep. Yep, Michigan again with the ball for the moment. We will see if they actually actually hold on to it again. Like we are looking at a review here. That was close. The replay was really not the best. Yeah, we don't know if it's the over-under there for the 43. On here, I believe it's, 44.5? But I know spreads will be different everywhere. I don't even see it anymore. Am I really blind? They took it away. Anyway, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with DrDelay. Has to be a fumble if they dropped it. I mean, I don't know if the quarterback had possession of the ball. I mean, then it's not a fumble. If it's like a clean throw, again, I didn't really see like a Chippewa, touch him. That's the thing. He left at the half. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, he fumbled again. Yeah. Fumbled again. It just, I don't know. I don't know what his problem is tonight. He's had 3 turnovers. Again, they're reviewing it right now, but I'm not seeing anything on here, so it's looking like usually that spoils it and says, oh, it's a turn, or, it's inconclusive or something. Yep, looks like it. The call stood. So it's going to be a fumble. The call stood. They're about to say it, I guess, officially here. That was the chair, I promise. Referee doesn't know he's on TV. He's fixing his pants. That was really, did not need to really see that. After review. Oh, they took it away. Oh, it's going to be an incomplete pass. Never mind. Oh, wow, I guess that lied, and now they fixed it. Oh, my goodness. It's an incomplete pass. Like I said, I didn't really see anyone really touch him. Oh, that's huge. Now it's 2nd and 10 for Buffalo at the 43. Roberson going to keep it on the ground. Yeah, he hands it off to Henderson as he's brought down. Now Central Michigan saying they have the ball. Oh, they fumble it anyway. Central Michigan has it. And it's going to work out even better. Unbelievable. Buffalo just keeps eating popcorn on the sideline. They can't get out of their own way. Roberson's like, I don't want the ball. We're going to go and hand it to someone else. And he does. And Henderson coughs it up. And the Chippewas will take over. What in the world? This is MAC football, folks. Fumble, reviewed. Nope, it's incomplete. Hand it off next play. It's a fumble anyway. Unbelievable. What is going on? I don't know. This is crazy. This is MAC football. I'm telling you, you don't know. Like, I'm telling you, MAC is crazy. I love covering the MAC games, man. It's really, again, no disrespect. If you're a fan of Buffalo or Central Michigan or any other MAC team, this is no disrespect. This is the best, worst football, I think, in the world. I'm not even kidding. I love it. 1st and 10 at the 41. Labus swings it out. It's caught at the 45. Oh, nice move. Cuts inside at the 50 and brought down at the 48. That's a first down for the Chippewas. Bro, I know. It's crazy. It is crazy, man. So 1st and 10 here for the Chippewas as they look to take advantage of Buffalo's popcorn-eating selves. Again, they keep fumbling the ball. They keep eating popcorn and fumbling it. 1st and 10. Labus is under center. 2 receivers right. Tight ends in tight. Ball at the Buffalo 48, sending a man in motion. Labus takes the snap, play action, drops back, steps up, fires over the middle. It is caught at the 30. This is McIntosh. He's at the 25. The 10 brought down at the 14. They are inside the red zone. 1st and 10 coming up for the Chippewas. Oh, that's a huge play. Play action, bringing the linebackers up, and they were retreating as soon as they were baited. They got baited, and they started backpedaling. It was too late. First and 10 coming up for the Chippewas. Apparently there's a problem with the clock. I don't know what's going on. And there's an injured Buffalo player down, McNair. Don't know what he plays. Not seeing anything over there. Great play. Oh, yeah. That is Jalen McNair from White Plains, Maryland, 5'9", 198. He's a senior. Hopefully he'll be okay. Didn't really see what happened there. Looks like McNair made the tackle and then immediately started signaling to the sideline. And you are the best, worst announcer. That is actually insane, Ron. I don't like that, but I'll let it slide. I'm better. I'm better than the best. Definitely. Steve McNair. Yep, right. Steve McNair. Aaron McNair. Definitely solid quarterback in his time for sure. First and 10. Ball at the 14. Labus is under center. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Sending a man in motion. Labus hands it off. This is Davis bouncing it outside. He's at the 10, the 5, pushed out of bounds at the 3. Actually going to mark him out at the 2, and there is a flag, so we'll have to see what the call on the field is. Would be first and goal if it's against Buffalo. It's going to be holding against the Chippewas. That'll back him up. Holding offense. Number 8, 10-yard penalty. Back him up. It'll be first and 20 at the 24. Came back because Mavs let the other team score 12 straight. Nice. Sorry there, Draven. Buffalo. It is not on Buffalo. It's on Central Michigan. It is not. It is a holding call. First and 20 now at the Buffalo 24. Apparently, they're saying first and 19 here on the screen, but I mean, I don't know. I don't even know. Labus in the pistol. Labus hands it off, and he is not going anywhere. Biggins couldn't find anything. Buffalo in the backfield before he pretty much got the ball. That is a loss on the play. Tackled at the 26. So second and 23 for Central Michigan as they continue to move backwards here after getting it inside the red zone. Looks like this is Beeman. Beeman's in the game. Beeman hands it off down the left side, trying to find something. Cuts inside at the 20. He is brought down at the 18. It's a gain of about 9. Makes it third and manageable for the Chippewas. Love the players. I want them to do good, but I also want us to tank. That is interesting there. They should be in field goal range even if they don't get it here. Yeah, they should. Oh, yeah, for sure. I don't know their kicker, but I imagine. All right, third and 14 here for the Chippewas. Beeman is in the shotgun. Townsend to his right, sending a man in motion. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to left. Beeman drops back, moving to his right. Keeping his eyes downfield. He's going to take off and run at the 15 and brought down at the 14. That's the original line of scrimmage. And it looks like Central Michigan will have to settle for 3. It's kind of a bummer. Again, they potentially had first and goal at the 2, but just couldn't punch it in. Again, a holding call, neglect. I can't even think right now. 4th and 10. We're just going to go and move on here. This is a 32-yard attempt from the right hash. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. 17-10, Central Michigan leading Buffalo. 9:17 left to go in the third quarter. They, of course, will step away. I, of course, will be right here. I'm just hoping for that field goal to go through. Oh, yeah, you got it, Ronaldo. Yep. Yeah, but this is interesting for sure. I say I want us to tank, but when I watch, I be getting mad because we losing. So maybe I don't. Well, I feel like that's the, I feel the same way with the Pirates. It's like, man, well, I actually don't want us to tank, but, I watch and get mad and lose, and I'm shocked the Pirates lose. Not really shocked, but I get mad when I see them lose. We're on a safe score. Oh, yeah, keeps it a one-score game, which is appropriate for the way this one's went. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the style that I have here, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Are you rooting for Buffalo? I'm rooting for a good game. I don't have any allegiance to either of these teams, Ronaldo. What's up, gang? Shout out to you for having the play-by-play. Got the bet on over 40 total points. Nice. Well, good luck, Will. And shout out to you for tuning in. Appreciate you, man. You're feeling a touchdown on this drive? We'll see, man. Again, Roberson has 3 turnovers. So, I don't know. This will be interesting. But yeah, appreciate you guys again. Make sure again to like and subscribe. Just saying, if everyone were to sub right now, I'm getting 2,000 subs. Would be pretty cool. Would be pretty cool, folks. Again, started this channel in March, moving up in the world at a pretty good rate for a small channel. So again, appreciate you guys. We are definitely going to be a big channel in the future. It's just a matter of time. Got to put in the work to get it going. In other scores, if you like other games, too bad. They don't like you, as Northern Illinois leading 45-0 over UMass, and Toledo 21, Miami of Ohio, nothing. They are definitely blowing. Jeez, Massachusetts is definitely the worst team in the country as far as FBS. That is atrocious. Could you do a Georgia Bulldogs game sometime? Pretty much whenever, if that game is not illegally streamed on YouTube, then I will gladly do it. But if it is going to be streamed here for, if you guys can watch it, then you guys won't tune into me. And I don't blame you. I would watch it. I'd rather watch a game myself. I totally get it. 5 more subs to go to 2,000. Definitely a little misleading there, but I definitely appreciate that. Hey, let's pretend it. If everyone has, let me go ahead and just sub right now. That would be the goal. All right, here is the kickoff. Buffalo fields it at the 7. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20. Stiff arming, still on his feet, and now is slung out of bounds around the 23-yard line. And that's where the Bulls will take over, finding themselves down by 7. Buffalo wins this. I'll drop us up. That's crazy, but it is what it is. Again, I'm still not going to root for him, but appreciate it though. Again, maybe I can win you over with just how amazing I am. But it is what it is. 1st and 10 here at the 23 for Buffalo. Again, Roberson has been kind of hot and cold tonight in the shotgun. Roberson hands it off up the middle. He's at the 25, brought down at the 26. That is Shelton Jr. on the carry again. He's carried it a few times. Henderson, of course, with the fumble. Actually, no, Roberson doesn't have 3 turnovers. He has 2. Henderson with the other one as he hands it off to Shelton. He's at the 30 and is brought down at the 31. Makes it 3rd and manageable for the Bulls. Again, if you're just tuning in, Central Michigan 17, Buffalo 10. 8:35 and counting here in the third quarter. It's been a crazy game. Lots of turnovers. You like turnovers? This is the game for you, folks. I just realized that is not Roberson. Roberson's on the game. That is Jason Wright. He's a freshman. Wright takes the snap, takes it up the middle. Wright's got the first down. He's at the 35 and brought down at the 38. So Roberson for the moment is done. Jason Wright now taking over again. I guess they've seen enough. So a new quarterback, a new running back for Buffalo, and I don't blame him. See what the freshman can do here. 1st and 10 for Buffalo at the 38. Wright in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Wright takes the snap. He's taking off. And this time the Chippewas are all over it. So that's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. Nothing doing there. How's it going, Scott? How are you doing tonight, my friend? I'm doing all right. Scott, good to see you as always. Just been on your play. Oh, I gotcha. Well, again, I pull for you guys in your bets, man. And it's definitely for sure. But unfortunately, that's just not how it works. But participation trophies only for that. That's the only time I pull for everybody. 2nd 11, ball at the 37. Hands it off down the right side. He's at the 40, the 45. He's at the 50. Breaks a tackle at the 40. He's at the 35, the 30. And pushed out of bounds at the 16. That is Snow. Victor Snow with a 45-yard run. Making it 1st and 10 at the 18. They are inside the red zone. Snow showing off his speed there. Again, he just shrugged a guy off, too, in the open space. So 1st and 10 for Buffalo as they're looking to potentially tie it up. Right in the shotgun. 2 receivers left to the left, 1 receiver to the right. As he keeps it up the middle and not much there. Jason Wright just gets a yard on the RPO. Again, we're approaching the 6-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Again, 17-10. Buffalo, though, inside the 20. 2nd and 9 coming up. You do not look 84. Yeah, no, I'm 84 years old. It happens. Time moves by pretty quickly. 2nd and 9, ball at the 18, and there's a flag. Looks like it's going to be a false start, and it is. "84 years old. Yep, I've definitely seen better days. Left tackle. I think he stumbled there. Unfortunate. 2nd and 14 for Buffalo. Ball at the 23, right in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Wright drops back, looking, fires to his left. It is caught at the 1, dropped at the 1. What a catch. Who's that? Was that Gathings? And there is a flag. Oh, this would be a bummer for Buffalo if it comes back. Rolling on the field is a catch. However, illegal formation. Oh, that's a killer. It's going to back him up 5. That is a killer. The Bills. What about the Bills? Are you talking about the Bulls? Yeah, it's a tough one. That is a killer. It's going to back him up even some more. 2nd and 19. Again, they had a great catch there by Gathings. Looks like Roberson's back in the game. So they're just switching quarterbacks now. I guess Roberson was benched for a few plays there. 2nd and 19. Roberson drops back, looking to his left, fires. It is almost intercepted. Interesting decision. You let Wright come into the game, drives him down the field, and you put in Roberson. He almost throws a pick. Time flies. Oh, yeah. Sadly. I'm just kidding. I'm 28. Going to turn 29 soon, actually. Very soon. Oh, too soon. Definitely hoping time can slow down. Would be nice. Time is definitely cruel. 3rd and 19. Ball at the 28 in the shotgun. 2 receivers left. 2 receivers to the right. Sending a man in motion. Hands it off up the middle. He's at the 25 and is driven backwards. That is a gain of 3. And it's going to be 4th down. I have to imagine Buffalo will settle for 3. It's good looking drive. And again, just penalties. Unfortunate. Again, they had a nice catch there at the 1. but just a simple mistake. Wipes that away. This is going to be Jack Howells. He's 11 for 14 on the year. 42-yard attempt from the right hash. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. And it's 17-13 Buffalo. Now down by 4 with 4:30 left to go here in the third quarter. They will step away. I, of course, will be right here, folks. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you do like the style that I have here tonight, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Again, if everyone were to sub right now, those that have not subbed, I would hit 2,000 subs. That's all I'm going to say, man. It'd be pretty cool to make it happen. And, again, all it's going to cost you is literally grabbing your finger and pressing a button. That's all it's going to do. You're not going to open up your wallets. You're not going to put in your credit card information. I'm not sending you a bill. YouTube's not sending you a bill. All you got to do is subscribe. It is free. Completely free. Of course, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. Again, the chat is a very big part of the channel. Pinnacle has Central Michigan 44, over 44.5. Okay, got a little parlay there. You can't believe it. Trisk is pulling for the Chippewas. So many flags. Oh, yeah. Especially on that drive. And, yeah, again, we'll see what... Well, hold on, what happened there? Did I say something? I don't remember. I don't recall. But, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Let's see what's happening in the other games. Again, if you like competitive games, folks, don't see what's happening there in Massachusetts. Northern Illinois, 45. UMass, 0. Toledo, 24. Miami of Ohio, 0. This is the closest game of the night. That is, and it's the best one, I'm sure. Not even close. Kind of a shock. Again, the Miami of Ohio team that, keeps winning, and they have a shot at the MAC championship. Same with Buffalo, of course. One of 3 teams with 1 losses in the MAC. A lot of teams with 2. So, absolute chaos if the results hold. Vamos, vamos. Yep. That is pretty much it. Again, I do have a poll. Feel free to vote on that. 55% of you guys have Buffalo winning. 45% with Central Michigan. During the commercial break, we had the Buffalo coach. Again, he's been very animated tonight. He was asking about what number who it was, and then, of course, he came straight to the lineman. Buffalo coach has been very animated, very angry. As Buffalo ready to resume this one by kicking it off to the Chippewas. Again, 17-13 is your score. Here is the kickoff. And that is going to be fair caught in the end zone. That'll be a touchback. Just making sure we're good. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 for Labus and the Chippewas. Again, they lead by 4. Labus 13 for 16, 140 and a pick. Leading rushers, actually, the other quarterback, Beeman. He's been coming in every now and then. 8 carries, 26 yards for Central Michigan. Labus under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right, sending a man in motion. Labus, play action, looking over the middle, fires it deep down the middle. Oh, it's caught! It's at the 30, the 20, 15, touchdown, Central Michigan. 1 play, 1 score. Lewis, 75 yards, and it's a 2-score game. Langston Lewis just splitting the defense on the post. Oh my goodness, terrible defense by Buffalo. That is unbelievable. Gave you a like on this video. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate it. Game over just like that. Okay, I don't know. I mean, it's way too early. Way too early to say game over. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. Central Michigan 24, Buffalo 13. 4:19 left to go in the third quarter. Just like that, Central Michigan making it a 2-score game. A post right down. I mean, just literally splitting the defense. You're an Indian outlaw, half Cherokee, half Chocotawee. Well, that's pretty cool there, I guess, Weston. I'm not too sure, but I mean, that's neat. Yep, can't believe it. Yep. Your baby, she's a Chippewa. Oh, there we go. There it is. Okay, that's pretty cool. neat little joke there. Monday Night Football, Raiders and Cowboys. Yep, I'll be doing that one Monday. Of course, again, that's what, 5 days from now. Team over. Let's go. Yeah, good stuff there. That's right. Yeah, you needed, 21.5? You should model your broadcasting style off the great Dick Enberg. Do you know who he is? That's familiar. It's a song, pal. I didn't know, pal. Sorry, pal. I'm not educated in songs, pal. But no, I'm not too familiar with, let's see. I mean, the name's somewhat familiar. I mean, I do love, I love great commentators, man. Let's see. Let me look them up here. Dick Enberg. Passed away in 2017. Let's see, UCLA, Rams football, California Angels, Padres baseball. Known for his catchphrases, touch 'em all. Okay, yeah, touch 'em all. Okay, I've heard of that one. Nice. Oh my, what a play. I've used that one every now and then. Oh my, don't you pal me, pal. No, pal. You're my pal now, pal. CBS, okay, NBC and CBS. Gotcha. I'll have to listen to some of his calls. I'll have to look him up. Interesting. I'll have to look him up, Ron. See me grind in the 50s. Nice. Monday Night Football this week was terrible. I thought it was a good game. I thought it was a great defense. Great defense. It was not bad offense. There was some questionable offense, but I thought it was great defense. Yeah, I missed the touchdown. I went to get a snack. Yeah, it was just a 75-yard touchdown pass. It was a post. Just split the safety. You're welcome. Again, appreciate you, Scott. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. Again, if you just missed it, 75-yard strike to make this a 2-score game. 24-13 Buffalo will be getting the ball back. Trying to find something. Gus Johnson, Indiana call was the dumbest ever. I mean, I don't know. I like Gus Johnson. I understand, like, his voice gets a little, I don't know. I think it's because he's used it a lot. Fielded at the 3s, at the 10, the 15, the 20, 25. Runs into his own guy as he's brought down to the 30. Trucked his own dude. And that's where the Bulls will take over there at their own 30. Exactly. Why do people have such a problem watching defensive games? That's just the way. If fantasy football, or, you know, just, again, playing Madden or, you know, stuff like that, people just think, 10-7's a bad game. That's not necessarily the case. But, you know, again, some people like offense. Some people like defense. I like defense. But, again, if it's a 41-38 game, it's just a great game. It's a great game. Sometimes, though, 41-38 isn't really a great game. As it throws it over the middle, it is caught at the 40, still moving his feet as he's brought down at the 43. They're showing replays. Not really showing the game. Caught the end of that one. Thank you, CBS Sports Network. 80% of the games are solid offense. Yep. Kick 6. Not quite there, Colton. Thank goodness the Packers kicker. Yeah. That was a terrible kick. They're going to give him the first down. Okay, whatever. Bad spot. 1st and 10 at the 44. Drops back to pass. Fires. It is caught at the 47. Brought down around the 48. That is the tight end there, Velez, and he is hobbling off the field. That's not a good sign. The big man there he's been hit. 2nd and 6 coming up for Buffalo again. They need to get something going here. I mean, a field goal still makes, it would make it a one-score game, so it's not the end of the world if they have to settle for 3, but really do need to get something into the end zone. Roberson in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Roberson drops back, looking over the middle, fires to his right. It is caught at the 45. That's going to be a first down. Stepped out of bounds immediately after, of course, the catch. Great catch. Throw was a little bit high, but honestly, it had to be. Jackson, the corner there for the Chippewas, was playing underneath. Great throw, great catch. Great first down for Buffalo. 1st and 10 for Roberson in the shotgun. Trips left, 1 to the right. Roberson drops back, looking over the middle. It is batted at the line, incomplete. Chippewas have the ball and taking it down the field. Might as well, because again, there's been so many fumbles, but not that one. Second and 10 coming up for the Bulls. 2:34 left to go here in the third quarter. Again, if you're just tuning in, 24-13. Just in case you're not able to see the scoreboard, I got you covered. And I know there's plenty of people that will turn on the stream. And then, of course, hey, I got some stuff I got to do. I'm just going to put the stream on the background. So there you go. 2nd and 10 in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. Looking, fires. It is caught at the 40. Pushed out of bounds immediately. Actually, mark him down at the 41. Are you cheering for Buffalo here? No, I am not cheering for Buffalo. No, I'm not cheering for anybody. I'm just a guy that calls games. Liam, I recognize you. You should know that already. I'm a neutral party, of course, unless the Steelers play. And even then, I'll probably spend more time hating the Steelers than praising them. You've seen Prime is streaming NBA too? Yeah, actually... a few games. I know it was like Sixers Celtics, I thought I saw the other. Well, that was a few weeks ago, I think. 3rd and 6 at the 41. They need to get to the 35. Drops back to pass. Fires. It is incomplete. Off the hands of Snow. Victor Snow. He's made some nice plays tonight. Again, the throw was behind. Just looking at the replay there. Roberson's got to lead him. I'm from Scotland. Oh, that's why you're... Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah. Gotcha. That's right. Appreciate you, Liam, for coming back for another game. 4th and 6. They're going for it. They need to get to the 35. Robeson drops back, looking, fires over the middle. It is caught at the 28. That is a first down for Buffalo, but there is a flag, and this wouldn't be a shock if it's against Buffalo, because it seems like whenever they get a big play, there's a flag on them, and it just nullifies it. Pittsburgh, nice city. I've only been once, but yes, I've heard it's great. It looks nice. Pass interference, offense. 15-yard penalty. That'll back them up way back. That is Clax the third there, Patrick Clax the third, and that's going to back them up, and they're going to have to punt. That is a killer. Buffalo head coach is, again, he's been very animated tonight. Now he's going to walk his way over and chat it up with Clax. He's like, I can't believe it. Who you got tomorrow night? I'm leaning New England. It should be New England, but it's a Thursday night game, divisional game. I expect a close game. But I'm just going to play it safe. I had a rough week this past week, as there is the punt. And that is going to bounce at the 6. And that's where it went out of bounds, at the 6. So really good punt by Dylan Drenman. Or no, that's Drennan. Drennan with the punt. Good night. Yeah, have a good night, Scott. Appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate you, man. No commercial break. So 1:24 left to go here in the third quarter. Central Michigan having it at their own 6. Again, they're leading 24-13. Looking to kind of chew some clock here if they can. It's been pretty much a 3-and-out or a long drive for Central Michigan. No in between. 1st and 10 at the 6. Boomer Sooner. Ooh. Oh, man. Levis drops back, looking over the middle, dumps it off. It is caught at the 8. He's at the 10 and brought down around the 15. That's going to be close to a first down. Not quite. That is Lewis, Langston Lewis. Of course, he had that big 75-yard play earlier. Second and short coming up. Steelers beat the Colts somehow in Week 10. Well, it was a good game. It was a good game. I was really happy with their defense. They finally played well. Jeez, overrated defense. Second one, ball at the 15. Labus in the pistol. Receiver left, receiver to the right. To Labus. Hands it off up the middle, and he's got the first down. Looks like that's a gain of about 3. That's good enough for a Chippewa first down. They may not snap it here, looking at the game clock, play clock here. I don't really think the Colts are all that, personally. I think the Steelers kind of just, expose the Colts. You stop Jonathan Taylor, you stop the Colts. I mean, that's the way it is. I'm sorry if you're a Colts fan tuning in. I mean, I'm sorry. That's what I see. That's what I see when I see the Colts. All right, it's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. Central Michigan 24, Buffalo 13. Got a good one here, folks. I know it's a 2-score game, but it's been a 1-score game pretty much the whole game. Really, it has. Much closer than the other ones. Let's go, Chip, says Weston. My pal. Superman's pal. And now you're DrDelay's pal, Weston. All right, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. If everyone were to sub right now, I would hit 2,000 subs, and this would be a great day. It really would be. It's going to be a great day regardless, to be honest with you. But would definitely be a great day for the channel. And again, I do appreciate you guys for clicking on my live stream. And I genuinely mean that. Again, I am a pretty small channel, but we're a growing channel. And I know, of course, there's, the great Jaguar Gator. He is awesome. He's kind of like a role model for the channel. So I know he's also calling the game tonight. So if you do check out his channel, make sure tell him I said hi. I'm sure he'd like that. But yeah, anyway, in the other games right now, Northern Illinois keeping it close with UMass 45-0. UMass absolutely atrocious. And then Toledo up 24-3 over Miami of Ohio. So it looks like Miami of Ohio, barring an epic comeback, they will suffer their second loss in the MAC. And of course, the way this game is currently trending, Buffalo would get their second loss, and that would make things very interesting for the MAC as far as the championship, because then there'd only be one team with one loss and a plethora of teams at 2 losses. So again, I do appreciate you guys for letting me call the game for you. And of course, again, feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. The chat is a very important part of the channel. I know there's a lot of people that actually don't like that, which is, to me, it's kind of crazy. But, I really do try to promote trying to respond to you guys when I can, when I see you. They were like, well, you should call the game. I'm like, well, I am calling the game, but the chat is going to be addressed when I can. But yes, again, the game will take priority, but you guys are definitely just as important. Penn State is not good anymore. They're not, but again, next year they'll probably be fine. They'll probably be like 9-3, 8-4, 9-3, just because they're a program that is consistently pretty good. 1 year shouldn't hurt them too much. Who will take New England tomorrow? I think most people will take New England. And actually, that should be a little concerning for you. If most people take New England, that means all the money's on New England. And that means, the Jets will probably win or cover. Yeah, that's how it works. Watch where the money is. If the money's all over here, you might want to go over there. And I don't bet, and that's something that is well established. All right, we're back. All right, 1st and 10 coming up for Central Michigan. Central Michigan with 224 on the passing yards. Buffalo with 208. Buffalo with 4 turnovers. Central Michigan only with 1, and that is a big difference on why you can see the game being the way it is. Stats pretty much the same. Buffalo just can't get out of their own way. Buffalo with 328 total yards, Central Michigan with 296, and of course, they do have the ball. So 1st and 10 for the Chippewas. Ball at the 18. Labus in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right. Tight ends in tight to the left. Labus takes the snap, looking over the middle. Oh, he's under heavy pressure. Fires. It's caught at the 25 and brought down at the 27. He was hit as he threw. Able to make the catch. It was a good throw by Labus. Good catch by Dryden. And it's going to be 2nd and 1 for the Chippewas as Labus comes off the field. It might be a time for Beeman to look like a speed demon here. Ooh, Labus actually landed on his wrist. Oh, that could be a problem going forward. We'll see. So Beeman takes a snap, and there's a flag. Probably going to be false start. Eagles was an easy game. Not going to lie, I should have took it. I don't know. I don't think it was as easy as you'd think. So now the referee's discussing it. Maybe it's not as... What? There's no foul for false start. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So they just stopped the game. They thought it was a false start. They thought about it like, no, he actually didn't move. What the heck? What is that? That is pretty terrible, to be honest with you. As Weston continues to pull for the Chippewas. 2nd and 1 for Central Michigan. Beeman is in the shotgun. Beeman takes the snap. He takes it up the middle, leaning forward, and he's going to get the first down. Needed a yard. He gets 2, and that's a first down for Central Michigan. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Funny how bettors turn experts after the game. Well, I mean, you never know. You never know. You never know. I mean, it may have been obvious to most. Jacob, yo, what's up, Jacob? Packers had no chance in the 4th quarter. I don't know. They had a lot of opportunities. That was really frustrating. But again, it was a good defense. It was a great defense. It was a great defensive game. 1st and 10 at the 29 in the shotgun. Beeman is going to keep it. And he is not going to get much as he's brought down at the 30. Again, I'm not too sure if Labus, his wrist injury is serious or he was just holding it at the end of the play for theatrics. Looks like Beeman is actually trotting off the field, so I'm assuming Labus is coming back in. I could be wrong. Watching from Tampa, Florida. Well, hello there from Tampa. I am broadcasting from Texas. So 2nd and 9 in the shotgun. Trips left, tight ends in tight to the right. Labus drops back, looking to his left, fires. It is caught at the 34, trying to break free, but that's a really good tackle by the Buffalo corner. Stewart makes it 3rd and 5. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Oh, man. Okay. Remember, guys, try to keep it cordial, folks. Try to keep it nice. We're all here. We're all in this together, folks. Just keep that in mind. Steelers are bad. Okay, Seth, thank you. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. I kind of know that already. 3rd and 5, ball at the 34. They need to get to the 39. Labus drops back. Heavy pressure, fires down the right side, and it is incomplete. I don't know what happened there. Lewis and Labus not even close to the same page. And now Central Michigan going to punt it. Shreveport, Louisiana is here supporting. Appreciate you, artists. Thank you. Shreveport, that is, well, I guess that's, how far is that? About 3 or 4 hours from me? I'm kind of close. Kind of close in a way. I'm actually curious on how close I am. As here is the punt. And fielded at the 23. He's at the 25, the 30. Bounces it outside. Cuts inside at the 35. Brought down at the 37. Now Central Michigan saying they have it. Oh, he fumbled the ball. Unbelievable. Buffalo keeps fumbling. Another turnover for Buffalo, and he can't believe it. Too much popcorn on the sideline. Now they are going to review it. He may be down. I would like to see that again. Wow, unbelievable stuff. They are going to review it. Yeah, I thought so. All right, let me actually look at how close I am to Shreveport. Okay, I'm actually not too far, just under 3 hours. Let's see if this... Okay, for my opinion, I think he's down. I think there's not going to be a fumble. I think there's no fumble there. As a professional YouTuber. Professional. Yes, quotations are up, folks. Let's see here. What will Rodgers get Tomlin fired? No, it won't be Rodgers to get Tomlin. Tomlin's going to get Tomlin fired. Tomlin should be gone already. I had Ravens winning division, but that's a scary division. It's scary for the wrong reasons. And I had the Ravens winning the division too before the season. Wow, indeed, yeah. But again, I think he's down based on what I'm seeing here from the replays. So I think it's going to be Buffalo ball. Down. Colton's saying he's down. I'm saying he's down as well. I don't know how many of you guys are actually watching it along with me, but I'm thinking he's down. In the other games, we have some scores. Look at that. UMass has scored. They cut the lead to 42 there as Northern Illinois leads 45-3. Toledo leading 24-3 over Miami of Ohio. Hold on. As a review, the runner, his knee was down. It's going to be Buffalo ball, so not the end of the world for Buffalo. Not the end of the world for Buffalo after all. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 for Buffalo. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, before you go, to like and subscribe, folks. Again, if everyone subs right now, I'd be at 2,000. I'm just saying it's free. It won't hurt you. All it is more sports for your YouTube feed. 1st and 10 at the 38. Roberson drops back, looking to his left. Heavy pressure, and down he goes. Sack. Roberson just trying to break free, couldn't do it. And now it's 2nd and very, very long for Buffalo. They brought 5 people. Roberson drops back, looking over the middle, steps up, fires. It is incomplete. Couldn't quite make the catch on the sideline. Couldn't tell you who that was intended to. That was Patrick Klax, the intended target. Makes it 3rd and 18 for Buffalo, and they're not looking all that great right now. Wish YouTube had a radio version. Definitely couldn't listen to you on the road to Texas. Oh, yeah. Heck yeah, man. That would be cool. 3rd and 18, ball at the 30 in the shotgun. Roberson drops back. Heavy pressure, fires, almost intercepted. Oh, the Chippewa pass rush was all over him there, and I think Buffalo's going to have to punt it yet again. Not looking good for Buffalo. They will have to punt it. Yeah, no, it definitely... Yeah, I wish I had crowd noise. That's the one thing. That's the one thing I want to add. Very soon, I mean, we're going to figure it out. And I think that would help kind of feel like, because, there's some dead air if I stop talking. Like right there. You guys don't like that, of course, so I'd like to try to keep something in the background. As there is the punt. Field at the 16, reversing field. And that's not going to work out as he's brought down at the 15. That's actually a loss on the return there. And that's where the Chippewas will take over with just under 11 minutes to go. 24-13, Central Michigan leading in this one, and they have the ball. So when are you going to do your first NHL game? Pretty much whenever it aligns that I'm not doing a college football game, and it's going to be the first game is going to be a Penguins game. I can't do it Friday because I'll be busy Friday. Thursday and Friday, I won't be doing anything. Thursday, in theory, in the morning, I could do like a stream. It won't be a sports stream. It'll just be me, kind of like a Q&A. Tomorrow, I could be doing that, but I want to make sure I have something in the background. Sunday at 8 in the morning? What the heck? I ain't doing that. Let me actually check to see. I mean, it just really depends. So I want the first... And I can't speak. NHL stream to be a Penguins one. And then after that, I feel like I can do whatever I want. But I want it to be a Penguins because I did promise one of my first subscribers that I would do a Penguins game. So that is kind of the goal. And then after that, we'll see. But I would like to do it. I definitely want to do it very soon, Joseph. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe, folks, for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the style I have, which is more of a traditional radio-style broadcast, of course, again, it's not actually the radio, of course, but that's kind of what I go for on the channel. I'm sure you guys probably, pick that up. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. It is free. Again, I'm on here quite a bit. There was a stretch there I was on pretty much 6 days a week. It's kind of been reduced to 5 days as other things outside of my control are kind of controlling, but it is what it is. That's life. But again, I'll be back this weekend for sure for some more play-by-play. Saturday, pretty much all day. And then same thing Sunday. I'll be on here all day. Won't do Sunday Night Football. Sunday Night Football, I get killed in the ratings, and it is what it is. I'm a small channel. They don't push me as much, but one day I will be pushed. I just got to put in the work. All right, we're back here in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. Again, it's 24-13, Central Michigan looking to chew some clock, which we said that, I guess, not too long ago, and they did not chew some clock. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 15 for the Chippewas. As they break the huddle. They're not showing the game. I'm only seeing this from the sideline. Okay, nice. In the pistol, 2 receivers left. Tight ends in tight to the right. Labus in the pistol. Labus, play action, looking over the middle. Still moving, checks it down. Oh, it's intercepted! It's intercepted. He's still on his feet. And he's knocked out of bounds at the 13. Oh, my goodness. What a play. Who is that? Gonser. Gonser was just lurking around the running back. What a play. And just like that, Buffalo has a huge opportunity here to make this a one-score game. Oh, man, if you've played Madden before, you know all about the user lurk. That's pretty much what Gonser just did. He baited him. What a play by Gonser. Unbelievable. Knicks lost their first game in Madison Square Garden. Oh, that's tough. Again, I'm not an NBA guy, but I think you already know that. 1st and 10 here for Buffalo. Touchdown for the over. Hey, that's what you said you needed, 40.5, right? Or something like that. Or 41. I can't recall. In the shotgun. Ball at the 12. 2 receivers left. 1 receiver to the right. Drops back. Looking to his left. Oh, it's tipped up in the air. I think it's a fumble. It's a fumble. It's picked up by Central Michigan. He's at the 40. Breaks a tackle. He's at the 40 again at the 30. The 25-20 cuts inside, outside the 5. Touchdown, Central Michigan. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Buffalo can't catch a break. If this stands, this will be a 3-score game with 10 minutes to go. It would be really tough for Buffalo to get something going. Unbelievable. Drops back. Is this a fumble? Yep, it's a fumble. That may be reviewed, but it's going to be a fumble. If they reverse that, then I'll be shocked. Let's just say that. Unbelievable. They threw a pick. He fumbled it. Roberson fumbled it again. You're a very good commentator. First time come across your scandal. Yeah, appreciate it, Spencer. Appreciate it. Thank you. I try. This Robertson guy, he cannot hold on to the ball. He has had 3 turnovers on the night. Game's definitely over now. It's looking like it may be. It may be, folks. It was approved. The extra point is up. It is good. 31-13. Unbelievable. Buffalo, after their defense makes a great play, well, Roberson decides to give it back to him. 31-13. I can't believe it. I was thinking, man, that's going to be pretty exciting finish. I don't know if it will be that anymore. We'll see. This is MACtion. That is the way it goes. 10:33 left to go in the fourth quarter. Let's hit the over. I have 150. Oh, yeah, 44.5. One can the parlay. Nice. Good stuff, guys. Again, I pull for you guys in your bets. Of course, when some win, some lose. But I pull for... The only time I pull for a participation trophy is this for sports betting. 5 more legs. Good luck. The over, my $15 bet, has net me 150. Wow, what a bet there, Trisk. It's getting chippy. Yep, 44.5. Can we get it? Probably. That'd actually be pretty interesting if they didn't. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Let's check out what's happening across the college football world. Northern Illinois 45, UMass 3, Toledo 24, Miami of Ohio 3. Yeah, okay. So this game was the closest. I mean, it still is, but it's trending in that blowout territory, which, if you look at the stats, Buffalo, again, Central Michigan, it's pretty much same. It's the same thing. Total yards, 317, Central Michigan 312. But the problem, as I'm sure you guys that have been here all night, 4 turnovers. 4 turnovers, 3 of them by Roberson, 1 interception and 2 fumbles. Can't win it like that. It's over. Roberson is out for the game, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, again, they had the other, the freshman. He was driving down the field, and then they took him out and put Roberson back in. That made no sense. So I say go with the freshman. I think his last name was Wright. But they got to put in Wright again. That makes sense to me. Chips 120 under, Buff 20.5. Ooh, we'll see. That'll be close. GG's. Yep, that is tough. Buff coach, I bet he is. He's been livid the whole night. You had Miami 5.5. That's tough. Place the bet on the over. Over was 43.5. I didn't know it moved to 44.5. Oh, that's tough. That is tough, Trisk. That was an insane moment. Buffalo intercepted but fumbled me. I know, right? That's crazy. UMass is the worst team in the country. They are pathetic. They are pathetic. All right, we're back here in Mount Pleasant. It's very pleasant for Central Michigan tonight, leading 31-13. Buffalo needs a score desperately on this drive. Again, a field goal keeps it. That's all they need, a 2-score game. Yeah, the same thing regardless if it's a touchdown or field goal. But they need something, and they need it quickly if they want any chance to come back. Toledo minus 4.5, Central Michigan 1.5, and Illinois money line. Gotcha. Feel at the 6. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20, and is still moving his feet as he's brought down at the 24-yard line. So 10:28 left to go. Buffalo, they need to get something going. Place a bet for Michigan to win. Thank you for keeping us. Oh, yeah. I try to keep you guys informed. Roberson's under investigation. Oh, yeah. Did you see the Kent State-Akron game? They got their own punt return. I did not. I don't recall. I don't remember. I'm sure. Well, did I cover that one? I actually don't remember. 1st and 10 at the 24 in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Drops back. Roberson looking. Pump fakes. Moving to his right, and down he goes. Oh, that's a sack. Now, it is tough in his defense. In his defense, folks, Roberson's offensive line has been pretty bad. It has not been pretty for Roberson. There is an injury. Hopefully it's not. You hate to see injuries there. It might be on Roberson. Roberson, I think, is down. So this might pave the way for Wright. He is holding his leg. Again, he has taken a beating. He has not played well, but in his defense, he has been taking a lot of hits. Honestly thought this game was going to be close. It was. Put in right or wrong. Yeah, either one. Thank goodness they are pathetic because Ohio tries them next week. I think Buffalo game will decide Western Michigan's opponent. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Very interesting. And it's going to be all 2 losses if these hold. Western Michigan, the only team with 1 loss. Would have been close. Yep. Commie bot. This guy. It's a bot. It's not a commie bot. It's a fascist bot. You got to get it right there. It's fascism. It'll let you know, like, hey, no spoilers. Be respectful. And like and subscribe. So again, we do have an injury timeout. If you're wondering what in the world's happening, Roberson hits, as looks like they're looking at his ankle. Looking at more specifically, I said it was a leg injury. It's an ankle injury. Buffalo got buttery. Yeah, no, they have been too much popcorn, folks. Moral of the story: don't eat popcorn on the sidelines. You'll be all right. I took the under on all 3 games, so this will go over also. Oh, that's great. I don't mean to laugh at your pain. I know we discussed that a long time ago, Nick, but I appreciate you as always. Thank you again. That's an OG in the chat there, folks. Roberson is walking off the field slowly, but he is being helped, and I imagine again that'll bring in Wright. Now, good news is, again, whenever he was in briefly earlier, they were moving the ball very well. Again, they took him out. But it looks like there's not Wright. What? We have another guy in there. This is Gunnar Gray. Gunnar Gray, senior from San Diego, California. So Gray is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Gray moving to his left. Gray fires. It is caught at the 30, pushed out of bounds. Is Snow. That makes it 3rd and 4 coming up for the Buffalo Bulls. I was about to call them the Buffaloes. That would not have been good. 3rd and 4. In the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Steps up, fires. It is intercepted. He's at the 50, the 45, and brought down at the 42. And that is a killer. Such an exciting, close game. Yeah. Reason why the real game isn't on because people like this channel snitches on them. Yeah, you're actually really dumb. You're really dumb. So CBS Sports Network has yet to actually allow any of their games to be shown on YouTube. So, yeah, you're an idiot. We'll catch you later, though. Do not bet. Yeah, this guy. How do you decide what game to cover? Pretty much, if it's a CBS Sports Network game, I will try to cover it for college football. And, of course, for the NFL, it's a random. So, Central Michigan with the ball, 9:39 left to go in the 4th quarter. Let's go Chippy's interception. Yep, it's looking pretty rough. How many picks will Buffalo throw? I don't know, but if you had the over on that, if that was a bet, then you probably hit. You probably hit. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe. Yeah, but this one probably going to be a blowout like the other ones. So that's how it goes. Let's see here. Toledo again. They're going to probably win 24-3. They have the ball at the Toledo 36. Northern Illinois, they defeated Massachusetts already 45-3. Again, that is just a blowout. And yeah, this one's just rough. Buffalo could beat the NFL Buffalo. No, definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely, again, appreciate you guys. Feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. Of course, the poll is probably useless at this point. So, let's see here. Even though I don't sports bet, we'll go ahead and put this up here. Hold on. Hold on. Yep. All right, we got a new poll. Feel free to vote on it, folks. Did you win your bet? Yep. No, I don't bet. Artist, appreciate you, man. Thank you for the $3. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Definitely helps out a lot. I'll try to put you on. Again, I really need to start showing the screen a little bit more. Again, I do appreciate the support I've gotten. I know that it's getting a little bit smaller there. But yeah, no, I definitely really do appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you, artists. You are a legend of the channel. Do you guys really think there's a college team who can beat any NFL team? No. No, there's none. Not even close. All right, 1st and 10 for Central Michigan. Ball at the 41. Labus is under center, receiver to left. Sending a man in motion. Labus, play action, moving to his right, fires. It is overthrown, incomplete. Unable to make the catch. Pass intended for Temple. Thank you, Artist. Yeah, Artist is awesome. Appreciate you, Artist. State can beat the Browns. No, they cannot. I miss when betting was taboo. It was so much more fun. Now everyone does it and advertise everywhere. Oh, I feel the same way, honestly, Weston. I feel the same way. But, it is what it is. I guess until it isn't. Doctor, what would you do if someone donated $500? I don't really know I don't know what I would. Obviously, I'd be grateful for it, but I don't know if I need to. I don't know. I'm thinking about like other things for stuff like that, as there is a flag or a penalty. Flag and a penalty. Nope. Timeout. Timeout, Central Michigan, 9:33, as we just want to delay this game even more, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I need to come up with some things to make it kind of fun. State would get smoked by the Browns. They would. Okay, again, Weston, watch it again. Try to be chill. Try to be chill if you can, okay? It's just a chill channel. Again, I might get a little crazy sometimes. Like I almost called someone a certain word, which I want to say, honestly. I say it in real life. The best college teams, Ohio State and Texas A&M, would get wrecked by any. Yeah, 100%. 100%. It's not even close. Any merch? No, not yet. That's something my wife is actually like, hey, you really need to do that. Everyone else does it. You should do it too. It'll happen soon, I'm sure, as Labus hands it off out the middle. He's at the 40. Breaks a tackle. Stiff arming his way. Breaks another tackle at the 30. And is running out of bounds after he gets the first down. Pushed out at the 28. As the Chippewas look to just kind of pull away from Buffalo. Again, it's already a 3-score game. We're kind of just here because, I guess, the vibes. I don't know. That was Cornist on the run. And all teams are comprised of the best in the world. Oh, yeah, no, 100%, yeah. No, it's... Yeah, I mean, some people might not, actually know that, 1st and 10, Labus hands it off up the middle. This is Cornist at the 25. He's at the 20 and tripped up at the 16. But again, for those that aren't aware of that, yes, college, it is way below the NFL. Again, like only a certain percentage of players from college get drafted. I mean, that's just how it works. It's, yeah. That would be a massacre. 1st and 10. Ball at the 16. Labus under center again. Two fullbacks in the backfield right behind each other. Quarterback, fullback, and then running back. As he hands it off up the middle. He's at the 15 and is going to be brought down at the 11. That is a gain of 5. Under 8 to go here in the fourth quarter. Again, we're just kind of waiting the end result. Again, it's going to force pretty much everybody but Western Michigan to be in the middle of the pack as far, well, not, I shouldn't say middle of the pack, but just in that tie for second place, because now Western Michigan's going to be the only team in the MAC to have one loss in the conference. So this is going to be very interesting going forward for MACtion. 2nd and 4 at the 11. Labus in the pistol, hands it off to Cornish. Cornish is brought down at the 10. Not much happening there. I'd say the Longhorns have a close to NFL level defense. I mean, I disagree. I disagree, but that's okay. You know, you can all think differently. It's all fine. I mean, you put them up against, you know, I mean, the Rams look really good. The Seahawks look really good. I mean, Seahawks probably put up 50 plus on Texas. 50 plus. I mean, I can't say NFL defense. 3rd and 4 at the 10. Labus moving to his left, fires, and it is caught. Touchdown, Central Michigan. Tommy McIntosh with his first touchdown of the day. And the Chippewas continue to pull away here on DrDelay, 37-13. This is, wow, man, this was looking like such a good game, too. And it really turned into a blowout. That is pretty sad. Pretty sad. This game's been over. Yeah. It is sad. Snap the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. There's a flag because why not? 38-13 again, 6:36 left to go. So we wait to see what's happening on the flag. Or maybe there's no flag. I don't know. I thought I saw someone throw a flag there. Personal foul. Roughing the snapper. Wow. Buffalo getting a little chippy with the Chippewas. Well, that's never good. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the style that I have here, which is more of that traditional radio-style broadcast, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. If everyone were to sub, I would be at 2,000 subs. Just saying, folks. It is that type of day. Could be. Could be. Could be, but no, it's fine if it's not. But hey, it'll happen soon. Maybe this weekend. We're definitely trending in the right direction. And again, this weekend, depending on what happens, of course, I'm sure you guys are aware that college football games have been streamed on here, as that one guy said. You know, I mean, whether... Well, yeah, pretty much so. ESPN, obviously, I'm assuming because ESPN has been doing this thing with Disney, they're like taking down their streams. So depending on that will determine if I either cover like Notre Dame or Pitt at 12 or 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, or UConn and Air Force, as that's going to be booted out of the end zone for a touchback. So yes, again, CBS Sports Network, they pretty much ban all illegal streams. That's why you don't even see illegal streams for CBS Sports games. That's why I cover tonight's game. If I were to cover the other games, I would get nobody, and that's fine. I understand it. But of course, again, if they are banning this Saturday, if ESPN continues to ban ABC, ESPN, then I will probably do those games this Saturday. What game are you streaming this Saturday morning? Like I said, I'll have to just see what they're doing. Ideally, I do Notre Dame and Pitt for the 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock window. 1st and 10, drops back is Gray, fires it, and it hits the turf. Was it hit by somebody there, or was that a flat-out bad throw? Because if that's a bad throw, that is a horrible throw. It might have been one of the worst throws I've ever seen. I disagree also. Texas has already lost to college teams. Imagine Myles Garrett going up against a college tackle. He just had 5 sacks Sunday. He would have like 15 sacks against a college team. I don't know about 15, but yeah, he would definitely have his way. He would definitely have his way for sure. 2nd and 10 in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. As he hands it off up the middle, he's at the 30 and is brought down at the 33. That was Shelton Jr. on the carry. You think Pitt will keep it close versus Notre Dame? Game day is there also, so it'll be packed house and loud. Not a night game, though. Yeah, I don't even know if it'll be loud, to be honest with you, because Pitt Panthers fans, they don't really go to the games. And they play in NFL stadium, and it's just, it doesn't work. 3rd and 2, hands it off up the middle. He is leaning. Will he get the first down? He will. First down, Buffalo. As we're ticking under 6 minutes to go in this one again, Central Michigan leading 38-13. I hope they do. I don't think they will. I think it'll probably be like a 14-point game. So maybe it's close for a little bit. But I'm thinking like 35-21. I mean, Pitt's offense, honestly, not bad. It's not bad. 1st and 10 at the 36. In the shotgun, hands it off. Up the middle, this is Shelton now breaking it outside, but the Chippewas are all over it as he's brought down at the 37. Notre Dame's another top team. Yeah, they are pretty good. So I don't know. Ideally, it'd be nice to see the upset, you know. And, of course, the ACC, you know, you guys already know how the ACC is viewed. That would be a huge win for the ACC, and it probably would eliminate Notre Dame as well. That would eliminate Notre Dame from the playoffs. Handing it off up the middle, he's at the 40, the 45, and brought down at the 47. Shelton Jr. with the carry, and that is a first down for the Bulls. Pitt completely blew it against Louisville. They did. They were up 17-0, and they were up by 11. I believe they were up by 11 against West Virginia in the fourth quarter, and they blew it. So they could be undefeated. They could be 9-0. They could be top 10, but they're not because they're bad. Hands it off up the middle, crossing the 50, brought down at the 49. They're not bad, but they could be better. But yeah, they're not bad, but I think their record might be a little bit generous compared to what they actually are. 2nd and 6, ball at the 49. Gray in the shotgun, drops back, looking over the middle. Fires, it is caught, the 46, brought down at the 45. Who is that? I can't tell you. That is Evan King with the catch. Makes it 3rd and short for Buffalo as they're just trying to get out of here with no more injuries, if I had to guess. They're just trying to chew clock, playing it short as he hands it off up the middle, spinning forward and gets the first down. Brought down... Actually, I couldn't tell you. Brought down at the 37. So once again, Gray in the shotgun. Now they're moving fast. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Gray gets the snap, looking over the middle. Checks it down to Shelton. Shelton's at the 40 and runs out of bounds at the 34. That's interesting. As the clock will now run there again. If you're just tuning in, it's pretty much over. 38-13. Central Michigan gonna win. Question is, will Buffalo score in garbage time? As we're at 3 minutes and counting in this one. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. Gray drops back, fires in the middle. It's caught at the 30. Still moving his feet. Now is driven backwards. They're going to mark him down at the 30. As it makes it 3rd and short. Third and 3 in the shotgun is Gray. They need to get to the 27 for a brand new set of downs. Gray drops back, looking over the middle, fires. It is caught at the 26. Dropped immediately. Of course, he'll have the first down. That was Snow on the catch. 36 yards receiving on the day. He had a big run earlier. And now there is a timeout or an injury. I'm not too sure. 2:09 left to go. There is an injured Chippewa. Number 81. That's interesting to see on the defense. But that's, I guess, how it works in college. Central Michigan coach coming out to check on him. They're going to use their final timeout, I guess. So after the ball is spotted, you can't go down for injury. Apparently that's what he did. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe. If everyone were to subscribe right now, I would hit 2,000 subs, folks. It would be pretty cool. It would be pretty neat. Just saying. Yes, I bring it up a lot because who else is going to bring it up? Who else is going to bring it up other than me? No one. Good game. Oh, yeah. You did a pretty nice job today. Thank you. Thank you. Best worst broadcaster. I appreciate that. Only mistake calling the Bulls the Bills. Yeah, it only was once. It only happened once. But yeah, no, I gotcha. Buffalo. I've watched a whole lot more Buffalo Bills games and Buffalo Bulls games in my lifetime. So, yeah, that is my bad, though. It was great. Fires it over middle. It is, well, it was knocked down, actually, incomplete. It's looking for where the ball was. Didn't reach the tight end. That's at 2nd and 10, but appreciate it, Ron. Good job, pal. Thank you, Weston. DrDelay's pal. I appreciate you, man. I hope I'm able to remember that. It's kind of iconic. DrDelay's pal. 2nd and 10, ball at the 26. Gray in the shotgun, drops back, looking over the middle, fires down the right sideline. It is caught. Oh, what a catch. Touchdown, Buffalo Bulls. Wait a second. Are they not calling it? Oh, they are. There we go. What a catch by McMillan as they cut the lead to 19 with 1:58 left to go. Man, they better not go for two. I guess at this point, why not? But I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, since it doesn't matter, just kick the extra point. That was a great catch. Again, McMillan, he was highlighted earlier, but didn't really get involved until, I don't know, about midway in the second quarter. As you can see, again, statistically very good, but unfortunately didn't really matter. Again, 7 catches, 122, and 2 touchdowns for McMillan. 4 straight games with 100 receiving yards. First Buffalo player since 2008. Naaman Roosevelt. Or is it Naaman? I don't know. It's NAA. They're going for 2. So, yeah, it is what it is. In the shotgun, trips the right, 1 receiver to the left. Jumps back is Gray. Gray looking, fires in the flat. It is overthrown, incomplete. So, there you go. That is the 2-minute warning. 38-19 is your score. Central Michigan leading and most likely will win over Buffalo. Again, that's going to make the MAC very interesting, folks. I don't know how many of you guys are MAC fans, but Western Michigan going to be the only team with 1 loss. And now there's going to be a plethora of teams with 2 losses. I don't know if this is going to update here. We'll go and refresh. It will not update. As again, Miami of Ohio. Well, actually, no, they're still playing, I guess. Yeah, they're still okay. So yeah, Toledo, they're up 24-3 over Miami of Ohio. Of course, Northern Illinois over Massachusetts 45-3. That was just a blowout. But yeah, it could be a lot of 2-loss teams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 teams with a realistic shot at representing being the second team to make the conference championship. Of course, again, Western Michigan, I guess you never know what could happen there. But looking like they will most likely go. Unless they just turn into a pumpkin the last 2 weeks. Woohoo indeed. Woohoo indeed. But yeah, it was fun, folks. Again, I do appreciate you guys. Again, I'll be on Saturday And again, I'll be on maybe for a little bit tomorrow. And again, it won't be a sports stream, so I'm not going to like, hey, definitely show up for this Q&A session or whatnot. And again, that might not even happen, as there's some stuff happening on my end that I need to fix with my capture card. So I don't know what's going on. So, oh well. But I'll have to work on that. I'll work on that. But yeah, I'll be back Saturday for sure. Again, whether I'm covering Power 4 teams and some of the best games on ESPN or ABC, depending on, again, how the band hammer works, or CBS Sports Network, I'll be here, of course. So, yeah, make sure, again, to come back. And yes, Nick, I'm sorry I won't be here tomorrow night. I got some high school football games. If that's what you're wondering what I'm doing, I cover local high school football teams. And I have a game 2 hours away, and both Thursday night and Friday night. Who scores touchdown tomorrow for the Thursday night football? I like Henderson, Hollis, and Fields. You saw only 3? Give me I like Henderson as well. Give me Henry, if Hunter Henry's playing. And give me... Shoot, I don't even know. I don't know. I don't like Fields tomorrow. I don't know. I actually don't. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't even know who's healthy for the Jets. It's going to be kicked off and fumbled in the end zone. He's going to pick it up and take the knee. I guess I could look at it after. I'll look at it. I'll look and see who's even healthy, who's playing. So I want to say Garrett Wilson, but I don't even know if he's playing. I don't even remember who the other receivers are on the Jets, to be honest with you. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 for Central Michigan. Again, Buffalo has all 3 timeouts. I doubt they take timeouts. Would be kind of lame if they did, to be honest. Toledo has just defeated Miami of Ohio. So again, as of now, it's looking like there will be a lot of 2-loss teams in the MAC. 1st and 10. Beeman in the shotgun. He's going to keep it. And he is not going to go anywhere. Brought down at the 25. And it looks like Buffalo's going to call their first timeout. Or is that Central Michigan with the timeout? It is Buffalo. Okay, Buffalo's kind of being a jerk here. It is what it is. All right, let me see. I don't even know who's on there. Let's see. NFL. I don't even know if Breece Hall's playing. Garrett Wilson's out. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know who's on their team. They're honestly not a great team. A lot of people thought the Jets would be something. That's pretty amazing to me as he hands it off up the middle. He's at the 30 and trips at the 33, all because Justin Fields went 4-2 with the Steelers. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's so good. Tyler Johnson. Yeah, I don't know. Go with Breece Hall. If he plays, go with Breece Hall. Give him a shot. He's due. Only 2 touchdowns. He's due. He's due. There's no way. It's actually amazing how the Jets have 2 wins. Wow, Bush League. I know. Right? You look a little like Baker Mayfield. Really? The Hispanic Baker Mayfield. That's interesting. 3rd and 1 in the shotgun. I don't think I look like Baker, but yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. I like Baker. In the shotgun. There's a flag. Beeman's just going to chuck it deep. And that is almost caught, but almost only counts in horseshoes. Incomplete. Shout out Trisk for that one. Offsides Buffalo, and that's going to give Central Michigan a first down. Wilson is out. I would go Hall then, if not Fields. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling Fields. Not feeling Fields. Now watch him. 3 touchdowns tomorrow, all on the ground. Wouldn't that be something? It would be. That would be something that happens to me. All right, so yeah, that is a automatic first down. They're now going to take a knee. 3 knees should do it, as there is the first. Again, congratulations to Central Michigan fans. The Chippewas will move to 6-4. They will be bowl eligible. Buffalo will fall to 5-5. Let's see here. Let's see, who does Buffalo have next week? They will take on Miami of Ohio. Of course, they just lost tonight, and that, of course, is happening next Wednesday on my birthday. Wow. Yeah, I don't think I cover a game on my birthday. I won't be covering a football game on my birthday because it's on ESPN, and they don't ban stuff during the week. They only ban stuff on Saturdays now, apparently. As for Central Michigan, they will travel to Kent State again on my birthday. Look at that. Another knee there, 53 seconds and counting. Again, I do appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Before you go, leave a like and subscribe. So, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Again, if everyone were to sub before you go, if everyone subs right now, I'll hit 2,000. Happy birthday, pal. Thanks, man. Yeah, next week I'll be old. I already am old. As there is the final knee. Buffalo giving a headbutt to a Central Michigan player. I guess they missed that one. Is this number 4? Nice. Nice. Well, happy early birthday if I don't see you, DrDelay's pal. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. I got some work to do behind the camera as I got to fix some stuff. And that'll determine if I'm on in the morning. Again, it will be just a Q&A session. Me goofing off and playing video games while I talk to you guys. But again, appreciate you guys. Again, congratulations to those that won your bets. Those that you didn't, sorry. Get wrecked, I guess. Good luck next time. And, but yes, again, congratulations to Central Michigan Chippewas as they are bowl eligible and keeping themselves in the MAC championship hunt because they're showing it right now. Again, Western Michigan at the top, they're 5-1. But Central Michigan 4-2, Ohio 4-2, Toledo 4-2, Miami of Ohio 4-2, Buffalo 4-2. Ball State is 3-2. So a lot of stuff could happen. Kent State 3-3. That would be a doomsday scenario if Kent State, if they were to go 5-3 and make it. A lot of stuff would have to happen for the MAC. Jeez, that would be crazy. But I guess in the MAC, that's where it happens. Chaos. I love it. Good game, Chips. Let's go MACtion. Oh, yeah, MACtion is awesome. Fire it up. Yo, yeah. Thanks. Adios. Adios, Weston. And thank you again, Nick. Good call as always. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, no, thank you again. Appreciate it. I will catch you guys later. Again, the next time I'll be streaming a game will be Saturday. Again, I don't know which one specifically yet. It really just depends on if YouTube TV and ESPN figure it out or not. If they don't, then I'll be doing Notre Dame and Pitt. If not, and of course, again, other games, because I'll be doing 3 games. I do 3 games every Saturday, 3 games every Sunday, at least. This past Sunday was 4, and it killed me, so no more 4s. We're doing 3s from now on. But yeah, you guys all have a great rest of your night. If I send you guys elsewhere, make sure to let them know DrDelay sent you. If you're looking for some more content, I'm sure I can find someone. If not, well, I'm sorry. It is what it is. But yes, make sure again to like and subscribe before you go. Thank you again for watching. Enjoy the rest of your night and take care. Peace.